All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. We've got a match here about to begin. Challenge match. This is our final stretch of games in the regular season. And this match, very important as my partner here and the casting crew is about to tell you. I'm Palidore, and next to me, SirDimwi, the analyst extraordinaire. So what can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, I've been calling this a Gambit challenge. Is it Creamy Milk looking to unseat Orbit today? As I do have a game against Orbit in about an hour from now, but right now, this challenge match against Ignite Creamy Milk in a must-win situation if they want to take that number 6 spot from Orbit.
Yeah.
That starts here, and Ignite could, if Ignite winning, they could pick up one more rank on the ladder there, so maybe a better seed into the open qualifier. But ultimately, yeah, Milk. This game's about Milk, and Milk looking to come away with the win here.
That is correct, and they're looking to come away with that shot that just gets deflected off that pole. But back to Franz in the back line here, so it's good to see Ignite here in the last day of regular season. We'll still be seeing more from these teams, I'm sure, as Wolf sees the goal, and he is assuredly there for the 2-point shot.
I am 90% certain that was a slap, and if that was a slap, he was not looking at the goal when he slapped it. So that was a beautiful, beautiful goal there from Wolf to get those first 2 points in the game here. 25 seconds in. Yeah, no look behind the back slap there. Beautiful.
And I'm also realizing, well, as I mentioned to Dimwi just before we went live, I may or may have not misspelled Creamy Milk's name. May or may not have been on purpose. I may or may have not been trying to avoid casting a Creamy Milk game since they changed their name to Creamy Milk, and I was successful until this final day. But here we are. So VTS King over to Duel, and they're going to roll out on offense here.
And Siki in chat saying, why would Ignite accept this? Oh, and as I'm saying it, NTS Fran's going to put that one in, and now Ignite going to go up by 4 here. And yeah, no, I would say Ignite probably just wanted to play. They want to play one more game in the season. And they're getting the opportunity here with Milk. And I expect a good game here between these two. Absolutely.
Ignite's a team through thick and through thin. They've been there, seen that, done that. They play for the love of the game. It's been the case since 2017. Yeah, they're coming in here now. It's Wolf 23 looking for that soft, just clear down low, maybe trying to give his team some time to gather their stacks. But unfortunately for them, Milk gets there first and just missing the pass out ever.
And there is a question in chat there from Abra asking, what does Joust Advantage mean? And it's instead of saying, like, so it's when they launch from the tubes to start a round or to start a play, as NTS Rams get an opportunity there. He's going to put it in from 4 meters out. Good for the two. Ignite going to go up by 6 now. But yeah, so like right now we're resetting. We're going into a launch configuration. This we call the Joust.
Oh, I'm just realizing something.
And So when the disc, so right now the Creamy Milk, the disc is on their side for this launch. We call this the Creamy Milk has the joust advantage.
Yeah, think about it just like basketball. A team gets scored on, they get to inbounds it in a roundabout way of saying things. That's all joust advantage means. But over here to the top lane, it's going to be taken by Callan. And what I was laughing at, I just realized, Dimwi, do you notice the name of Orange Team here?
You know what? They did that the other day as well. Yeah. This one, and also when I think it was Mirage had Venom subbing, they named themselves Team Nova. So yeah, so I've seen some fun names the last couple of days.
Yeah. So you guys don't know what we're talking about because you just see the overlay. But once the round's over, you may. It'll be Callan shooting a shot, and he is glad to see that goal. That's the first 2 points for Creamy Milk. What it says, behind the Creamy Milk overlay, they renamed their team here to SirDimwi, so giving us a little Easter egg, I guess, for the casters.
Yeah, you see those occasionally, but it took a while for them to actually start directing them at me, and I can't be anything but flattered to see it.
Yeah, of course, and well, sometimes you also see these little Easter eggs that are just remnants of Pizza League 2 throughout the season. Some people
you sometimes see pepperoni or onions,
yeah, exactly. The old Pizza League Season 2 teams, which is kind of where all this, all this 4v4 jazz started, as well as where we actually got introduced to a lot of the players playing in competitive today. Excuse me, but yeah, we'll be Ignite here, back on it, up by 4, and looking to score. So taken out by C. Jason, actually. Just going to deny it as the stacks go up for Ignite. They're going to get there first, barring overshoots, which does unfortunately happen there. But the headbutt outside the hands, so Wolf gets it back just enough time to maybe get a soft one. But Shepard slapping it to the side wall. Knows he has a teammate there, but still gets back to Ignite.
Yeah, so Ignite going to clear this one out. I mean, they're still up by 4, but we're only halfway through this game. But they're going to get another opportunity on offense here as Wolf's coming in. Does get that pass to the shield there, but the player not able to accept that one. And now going to get in the hands there. CJ, so he's going to send that one down. And Creamy Milk going to try to make something happen.
Fast to the stacks again here. And they're going to have an open goal. Just lays it in. Callan, 4 points now. And 2-point match. And General FD in the chat, Twitch there. Subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that one incredibly so, as we do with all the community members who have given their support, whether just through views or otherwise. It's all it all makes for a quite happy door.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. We always appreciate that.
So into the bubble, just be taken gently here by Shepard, has a little time to work with. But rushing it over to the other side, and it's just going to be intercepted. 3 different Ignite players sticking in the mid lane. So kind of a giveaway there. And Forces Duel will score. Taking the defense to school, perhaps, off that intercept and shot. So 4-point advantage back to Ignite.
There's a nice setup there. They threading that one by the defender. Defender doing a good job of trying to get to that lane. But yeah, once that pass got through, it was just a matter of placing it properly on the goal, and they do, and it's good for the 2.
Yeah, see a lot of activity there in the Twitch chat, 30+ viewers already, and a lot of people chatting. So hi to Sneaky and Grumpy and BYX Gaming, General FD, Sneaky Evil, Meatballer, Late Toe Skilligan. And I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but I'll get to you eventually, probably, maybe, as right now they're just trying to make a play. But look at Creamy Milk. They're over and over, they seem to be first to the disc. I mean, they're down 4 points, but you cannot deny the speed of their team at the moment.
No, and I mean, it's notable that, I mean, they are holding Ignite to the 8 here. Ignite only barely ahead, though. Ignite going to get another opportunity here. Under pressure. Oh, but Wolf is going to duck the player and able to get that one in off the juke on the goalie. Beautiful move there by Wolf. Push Ignite up by 6 now.
That was a really good move there from Wolf, just in the sense that the release on his shot, he placed it in right there at near the feet or the knees to deny the goalie, but you wouldn't have been able to tell that from his drive. It didn't really look like he was about to shoot down low, so kind of deceptive, and just a good job to aim right there into that bottom area. And also noted as well, 4 hours ago, I apparently missed it somehow. Hold on, as Callan goes for a pass. Nicely done to JL. Or Jiggy, as I have now learned that they call him.
Well, notice J.L. Graham taking that underhand shot, kind of the wrist flick there, after sending it around his backside. He accepted that pass to the left hand, brings it around the back, and then I know that's a move that I used to do on my CV1. I didn't do it in games so much, but it was one I like to play around with, where you bring it around the back, you can get a nice little flick off of that move, and he utilizes that there, and now they're only down by 4 again.
That's kind of the fun part about Echo Arena too, just all those different moves, the crafty, whether it's offense, defense, everything you do as they go in for the moves here. Franz, a couple pump fakes, hesitates, and then makes his choice, goes off the backboard for the success, up by 6. But that's the nice part, definitely, about Echo Arenas. Everything you see people do, they are doing physically in real life. It's it's all one-to-one essentially, and that's why it's just so unique. It's a sport, as we've kind of made the running theme lately.
NTS France definitely physically froze out that goalie with those pump fakes. Goalie kind of comes out, feigns a challenge, but really overcommits to it, and it opened up that goal for that backboard. So that was a beautiful setup there by NTS France. As now Creamy Milk with an opportunity, and Callan coming in off that left shoulder, gonna send it in over the top of the goalie there. Good for the 2, and again only down by 4, but Ignite maintaining that 4-point lead here.
Yeah, and doing so by just going right back to that play. It's the same one we've seen last time around as well. Just a left shoulder pass. Easy does it. Gets the goal with the defense not really there in the bubble, just the ones in the goal. So, playing aggressive out on this midfield. But Ignite's still going to be ahead by 4 as Shepard does get the disc and looks to clear tunnel.
That one's going to clear all the way back down. Oh, all the way back down, and that excuse that into the Ignite zone. But now going to be taken by VTS King, who's going to send it that right tube. On a clear here, and it gets all the way down, a clear and boost. Ignite's going to get there. Wolf, but Wolf's not going to hit the goal.
Oh, here we go.
We're going to get another opportunity there. Going to put it right back in as his teammate there. I believe that's not going to get NTS France. It is sending out the goalie and giving Wolf the time and space to make that happen.
Sneaky Evil saying, "Did someone fall?" I don't think so. I was hoping for a Wolf dunk. That way I could have gone with something like bringing down the thunder, much like in Dimwi's room. But no. He just had to lay it in soft. But it happens.
It happened.
But yes, over here, Dimwi is okay. We're okay, and at the moment, Ignite's looking mighty okay. Better than that, in fact, with a 14-8 lead. So, again, that veteran team coming up. I mean, both these teams in the gold division. But at the moment, trying to work something going here in the offense, and it will actually find the one last shot. I mean, game was in their pocket. Wolf still dropped it, and a 17-8 it shall be in round 1. And Milk needs to have a strong second round, come back, or their seeding hopes might be dashed just a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, you understand why they did the challenge match, because going into the Orbit game, really without this, Orbit was basically clinched. I mean, unless there's some MMR goofiness that I'm not privy to, which I'm sure there's plenty that I'm not privy. I know there's plenty I'm not privy to, but they basically were clinched. But with Milk running with a challenge match, well, no, actually that's not true. I keep forgetting about Instinct, because Instinct's not playing today. But so if Milk does lose this game, Milk is out of the running. But if they do beat Orbit could still fall to Instinct. Instinct sitting at 1140 to Milk's 1150. And so Orbit kind of in a must-win situation in that game, no matter the outcome of this one. But if Milk can win this one and that one, they'll push far enough ahead that they will probably overtake Orbit. So it's
that's
an interesting situation. It's almost like a love triangle between these 3 teams.
Well, speaking of, taking over Orbit, gotta go back to the throwback. Last day of preseason, Orbit was much the same, where they won some very crucial games there against Flare at the end, if I recall, and off some epic game winners. And that was kind of a similar thing, where Orbit was sort of the team that kind of upset the ranks a little bit, disturbed the force, and might be looking at Milk trying to do a little bit of the same. Now, by the by, thank you so much, not Lucario, for the Twitch Prime sub. Again, appreciate that very, very much. And
Big ups.
Big ups, and welcome to the stream. Seen Lucario quite a bit this last week or so, and good to have you around. And also to National Agency, because I think he subbed when we were offline, as that pass is offline. about 4 hours ago. So if National Agency happens to be watching, which he often is for some of these earlier North American games, thank you to National Agency as well.
I thought his name was National Security. I'm just kidding. He hates it when people call him that.
Well, I'm sure glad you just insulted our benevolent donator there. But yes,
well,
thank you so much.
It's endearing because obviously I know him, right? So I've seen him around. Oh, and Shepard. Got to sink that one in for the 2. Get that first goal here in round 2, as I think the stream is still on that screen. But they can see the game, so well, no, they can't.
Oh, dear.
They missed the first goal. Shepard put that one in for 2.
My button didn't work. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to reset that. Well, I'm glad we're ending on the right note here. Rest assured, I'll tell you what happened. There was a joust, turnover, drive in, goal from the left side. That about cover it, didn't we? I think we're good.
I think so. I think you got it.
Actually, I'm curious here. Let's see. May have actually been able to record that anyways. We'll see. I'll look at it in a sec. But anyways, over to Ignite. He's going to have it saved out actually by Shepard. So looking to the left clear. Actually does get it through. And off to the mid lane. Open goal. Oh, with no hesitation. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. Callan.
That was hot.
That's the kind of play you see from the top 5 teams. And Callan getting that one. Shepard, so Shepard playing both sides of the court here, getting that first goal and then sending this, getting that save, sending it deep. Callan's there with the chain, going to get the hands on that one and set it in through the mail slot. Beautiful shot there from Callan, and now Cream Milk taking a 5-point lead.
Absolutely. And yes, if Skinny happens to be in the chat, I'll allow him to fire me for that misplay by Caster's End. It happens. Anyway, Shepard, though, with a disc, he's going to back it out to Callan, and over to the left tunnel. Maybe another open one. Just has to get rid of it quickly, so not able to convert this quite the same way as last time, but still a nice start for Milk. This is exactly what they needed, as we were mentioning.
Yeah, and I mean, Ignite got to get an opportunity here, but they're feeling the pressure from this Milk defense. You see the chain there, just waiting for that. And a turnover there. Callan taking another shot off the backboard.
Wow.
27 meters out, and what a shot there from Callan. Callan might just be popping off here in this game as Cream Milk going to go up by 8.
Oh no, Skitty in the chat. Hello, well, all right, you can fire me this one time. And yeah, what a shot by Callan, and what a just an injection of energy and adrenaline that Milk has suddenly seen. I can only assume that Callan must have drank his milk, because they kind of joke about it. That's why they supposedly named themselves what they did, is to go for that. Oh man, that's going to be very close. That sidewall shot, but just missing. And a big game so far for Milk. Another chance at offense.
Oh, look at that stun there from that Ignite chain, and they get that turnover. Duel's going to dump that one in. The chain is already ready and waiting. They get down there first, and Duel, off of his own clear, is going to be able to put that one in for the 2. And Ignite finally getting on the board here. About, what's that, almost 4 minutes in. But, you know, once you break that ice, it's kind of easier to build off of that.
And Rox, yeah, answering the question there from General FD, Mercy is 20-point differential. Figure that's kind of enough, just based on we experimented in Pizza League a lot before starting up VRML too. It seems like it's enough time. As getting back to the goal here, I'll get back to that thought, because there's Callan with a shot again, 10-8. But yes, that differential, having 20 points and 10 minutes on the clock, it does allow for kind of these ebbs and flows where different teams can go on runs, and we do see that from time to time. Although I will say the meta has slowed down a bit lately in some areas, especially in certain NA games and at the high level. We see low-scoring games where neither team even scores 20. Period.
Oh man, these copy pastas are something else. I saw the highlighted text and I was like, oh no, what's this? And I'm reading it and I'm like, he's got me, and then I keep going, I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, thanks for entertaining Dimwi here, but over to the side wall, yeah, it's kind of hard to maneuver through those copy pastas at times, but that's okay. I think we enjoy them mostly.
Oh, I don't mind them. Yeah. No, I totally bought that one for a moment.
As long as people keep it fun, it's all good. And over here is Callan, not too good on getting stunned out, so Ignite looking to come back if they can get this stack quickly. They're going to be there first with a little bit of time, but couldn't make the shot. And you know what? May as well have been the case. If that went into the goal area, that probably would have been saved in possession to Milk.
Quite possibly, but Duel with another up to what a grab there from Shepard to stop that one from going in. He gets it cleared down. It's going to go all the way into the Ignite bubble. Race for it here. Oh, Graham gets the grab, but he gets stunned. But it is going to be Creamy Milk with that possession. Jail. Graham is going to take the shot, put it in for the 2. And Creamy Milk is going to go up by 10 now.
Yeah, back up again. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. Ignite feeling maybe comfortable off of the that first round win, you know, taking it 17-8. Very strong one, but it's almost looking like it could be a reverse given the pace of this game. I mean, Milk on pace to definitely kind of supersede that here in round 2.
Yeah, Milk is looking really good in this round. I mean, Ignite has had a whole bunch of good looks on offense, but Milk has shut them down on almost every single one of them except for this one, as I'm saying it. And Wolf with that steep angle on the goalie. This could be tricky to save, and Wolf's able to put that one in for the 2, and yeah, cutting that lead back down to 8 here.
Yeah, so 3:35 left. I mean, thus far, it's Wolf. No surprises there. 11 points, leading the way for his team, but you can see everyone on Ignite with the assists. So again, testament to their teamwork, their team play, as it's been for the last few years now. Just, you know, love to see it there for Creamy Milk, newer team to the league. But suffice to say, they have definitely made their name well known here as a hot commodity.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get into the top 10 without earning it, and they got up in there, and they have stayed there since getting in there. CJ's going to send that one back to Graham. But Wolf's going to get the steal, but Graham getting it back, and he's going to send it in for the 2. And now Cream Milk going up by 10 again, just under 3 minutes to go.
Yes, indeed, and also, okay, cool it on some of these ones. Keep it at least family friendly. Thank you. Jeez. Chat, what will I do? I can't live with you, can't live without you sometimes.
What I can do, I can conceptualize this. So there's a 10-point difference here, 2.5 minutes to go. I mean, think about it. How many goals you have to score in that amount of time? That's I'm not going to try to math it, but it's like well, anyways. I mean,
numbers,
you think about
it. Numbers.
You think about it. They need 10 points in half a game, a quarter of a game.
Is
really
that a
what
milk
you're
pun?
asking is,
Half and half?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's about 2 points every 30 seconds, as that one's going to get sent in by VTS King, but off the post. And but yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you score 2 points every 1 minute. That's 20 points in a game. How often do you score 20 points in a game? And they need to do the rate of 40 points in a game. As VTS is going to send that one in for the 2 and get another couple points on the board there. 2 minutes to go here. Another 8-point difference. Yeah, they're basically going to have to score at a 40-point game rate if they want to come back here, Ignite.
Very true. I'm still just, my most pertinent question is, why wasn't that a milk pun, the half and half? I would have appreciated that. But either way, creamy milk pun.
You pointed that out and it went completely over my head because I have too many numbers in my brain and I can't multitask.
Why do you value numbers over wordplay? I don't understand people like you. But anyways, over here it's going to be taken by Callan off the backboard, just dinging it off. Rebound, but good grab there by Wolf, just slinging that one out. Ignite is going to need to work something here. I mean, they're trying to be patient, but you can see not even allowing a lot of space for the back pass. So the Milk doing a very good job to kind of force Ignite into playing a style that they're not really wanting to play necessarily. So it will remain here on the blue side.
And all Milk has to do at this point in this round is just disrupt. Ignite, they're doing a good enough job of it. Is Ignite, I mean, they keep getting the disc back, but then it keeps ending up back in the hands of Creamy Milk. So some ping-ponging going on at the moment, but that ping-ponging is absolutely favoring Creamy Milk because we only have 47 seconds to go here. Ignite looking to make something happen as Wolf comes in off of that chain. Sends that one across the Duel, but it's going to be just off the mark and back in the hands of Creamy Milk. Here, 38 seconds to go, Milk is going to send that one back down for another opportunity to maybe ice this one.
Yeah, so they needed to score in round 2, and they did. They absolutely, and will again for that matter. So as I said, we're about to end this round, and it's almost the inverse of what we just saw the last one, because round 1, 17-8 favoring Ignite. This time, 16-6. So just a complete personality switch, I suppose. It's as if me and you, if I was doing the numbers, that would not work whatsoever. But that's how dramatic of a shift this was.
Yeah, this was just the exact opposite of round 1. Yeah, as you said, 16-6 after 18-8. It's awfully poetic there.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, that to me is a sign that round 3 is gonna be off. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on fire. It's gonna be lit, as the kids say, right? I'm pretty sure that's an old one. now. I'm pretty sure that the new kids have something else they say. I don't know. But it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a good game.
I'm preparing. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm preparing for that. Anyway, will be indeed second round going.
Mean? Is it ironic that I don't know what that means?
Hold on, I'm prepared for that too. There we go. All right, so yeah, Milk 16-6. It led in this round by. Oh, hold on. Looks like I didn't update that. There you go. 14 points for Callan. Wow, 2 assists, 33 stunts, so leading in multiple categories there for Milk. A supremely strong round from Callan, no doubt. But as well, we have JL Graham with the 8 points, and Shepard with 2 assists to see Jason. You look at Wolf on the other side with the 11 points, and then all the players here for Ignite. Points, assists, saves. I mean, they're filling up the stat sheet as much as anyone, but just struggling on the scoring end, and really getting it actually through to the orange side enough as they wanted, or as much as they wanted.
Yeah. So yeah, as we get ready here for round 3, I'm curious what adjustments both teams are going to make. Ignite was definitely talking about calming things down in the locker room, as it seems like they kind of were playing on their heels for a lot of that round 2. And so yeah, they definitely want to collect themselves as they do come down here quick. NTS Fran's going to be able to put that one in for the 2 and get that early lead.
Yeah, and they had a lot of time to work with that too. This is one of the things I point out sometimes regarding to overtimes, especially because when overtimes usually happen, you're already all worked up and sweating and intense. But we see it on neutral jousts in general. Sometimes teams really committing hard, but as a result, if one team does get that first advantage, you just end up with a numbers advantage because you have the defense, half of the team just stuck on the other end, which was the case in that one. So for Shepard, going to roll in up top to see Jason, slinging it over quickly to the shoulder, but Franz already well prepared in the passing lane, just playing the avenues pretty well there, and getting a clear before linking up with his teammate there. So Franz getting the disc with Wolf, and again, another open goal. Oh no, the double grab. I've seen that happen. It's happened to me, and that's very, very unfortunate with the grips there.
Yeah, it's a sticky finger business. I've had it happen myself as well. I think it's a way of the way we hold our controllers. I think we have such a light touch, but an opportunity here for Milk, and CJ is going to put that one in for the 2 to tie this one up a minute and a half in. Ooh, and yeah, I don't know if you hold your controllers similar to how I do, but I very it's almost like there's just the tip of the finger when I'm pressing a button. Yeah. And I think because of that light touch, I have a tendency to maybe double touch it sometimes.
I think it's a result of part of it being that, part of it maybe just some wear and whatnot. I mean, granted, it takes a few years. Those CV1 controllers built like tanks, but it's been known to happen. I've had it happen with some of my old retired controllers, but it took a long time. So I think that's maybe what happened to Wolf, and very unfortunate there because that essentially they could have gone up there 5-0, and now it's just tied up. So will be see Jason getting a clear through, and now some stacks unforming for both teams, but there's Milk again with a speed first, but the overshoot will be damaging perhaps, but not for too long because there's JL Graham.
Oh, JL Graham, that was a move there. He had the wherewithal, maybe just reactive, maybe not so much intentional. But yeah, they stun. So when he gets that steal, that player gets stunned out. So he uses that player as an anchor to kind of hook that one in on the goalie there. Definitely making it harder for the goalie to get the stop. So that was a nice shot there from JL Graham to take Cream and Milk up in this one.
Rox Titan saying 50k channel points. Give me Renegade, Palidore. What if I already did and you just missed it? I told you. But over here will be Callan and JL Graham. It's going to be an open goal. So after the first 2 attempts there for Ignite, they were open goals. But then after that mishandling, it may be a little bit of a factor there playing on the mentality. Because now a couple open goals for Milk.
Yeah, that was they're starting to punish Ignite on these turnovers here, and that's kind of what you have to do against a team of this caliber. As they're going to stun out the quarterback there, almost get to that pass. They almost do, but it does get back. So I mean, this is how you challenge. This is how you counter the fast defensive chains. It's quick passes. I mean, you just gotta be faster than the chains, and that's what Ignite's doing here masterfully.
Yeah, and getting split apart, but no one really on the front line to capitalize necessarily for Ignite, so the defense is ultimately able to get back into position and cover off, as we can see here, playing a little bit outside the bubble. The cross pass, that one being denied by Callan, so just forcing, again, Ignite into into moves that they're not necessarily prepared for or intending, and therefore they cannot be in the goal defending against that goal. And it's another open one for Milk.
And I mean, this is I can say like when anytime I've played Joker, this is what it looks. This is kind of how they do it. Like you'll get good moves, you get some great passes, you get into the zone, you'll make one bad move, they'll turn it around and very quickly send it in to your goal on the other side before you can react. And that's what Milk's doing here right now. Is they force another turnover, but NTS Fran's going to get that one back and set it in.
Unfortunately, gets intercepted, picked off here, but Fran still gets it back. He has the stack nearby, still has that wherewithal to find VTS Wolf, that is, but VTS King is going to be stunned as well. So it's just another series of clears, of boosts, maybe open goals, but no, the overshoots defense back in goal for Ignite.
So Ignite going to send this one back into that Cream Milk zone, which, who is that? Callan is back to get the grab on that. So Cream Milk not letting Ignite get away with any of these clear and boost opportunities. Although Ignite trying to force that turnover, they do. Wolf's going to come away with that, at least for a moment. Does get it back. Trying to get through, but this the Milk defense, but Milk is making this so difficult for Ignite. And CJ's in there going to actually get that one back out and into the Ignite zone as Ignite goes back to collect. And
a bunch of punches going out all in a row. Couldn't make the shot there as it will sail just back to see Jason. He's in the right place, but Fran's actually getting a tap on it or maybe a head. Either way, Duel will get that one. Immediate pass to his boosted player down the floor. There's Wolf. No, the shot saved. Letting it loose successfully, but unfortunately for him, Milk just stalwart inside the goal.
Yeah, they're not letting anything in right now. I mean, Ignite still held the 2 points here. We're halfway through the game. Wolf going to get another opportunity. Pulls out the staircase, but still can't get away with that one. It's going to turn over again, and JL Graham's going to send this one out into that 2, but it's going to bounce now successfully into the Ignite zone, but into the hands of NTS France is going to send it back.
Yeah, so a bit of changing of possessions as a good shot save from Shepard, the newer member here to Milk, but certainly not new to goalkeeping whatsoever. We all know what he's one of the most skilled goalies for sure in the league. You know, playing for Flair for most of the season there and preseason as well. Going for now another open one. Oh no, JL with a ding dong.
So much for subtlety in the chat, pulling out the Twitch Prime there on a 4-month streak. Yo, subtlety. Thank you very much, dude. And of course, you're on the roster with us. So yeah, but still, thank you so much.
Yeah, so much for subtlety. Asking where are the emotes? I don't know. That's been asked about 50 times this week. I get a feeling people want emotes. But over here will be Duel taking the disc up top. Now I do want to point out a little bit, depending on how Ignite receives that whole ding dunk, if that was an on-purpose thing, which it may have been. Just want to point out they didn't have to accept this challenge. And they are one of the nicer teams in the league, so you watch yourselves, Milk. Don't mess with my Ignite.
Both are facts. Pally over here spitting the facts as VTS King spitting some facts, putting that one in for the 2, and getting Ignite's second goal in the game here. But with only 3 minutes left, a 6-goal deficit. I mean, it's possible. That's 2 points a minute, but as we've established, 2 points a minute is not the easiest feat to achieve.
Yeah. So again, maybe it wasn't on purpose. I could be totally wrong. So if I am, my bad. But either or, will be see Jason taking that disc, and what is it, 2:35 left, so it's not out of the hands at all of Ignite to come back, but they definitely need to start making some of these passes, and that's just not going to get it done right there. Again, the defense, intense. The shot, nonsense from Callan. It is in. What a hurried fling into it, and then 26 meters out. That is a really borderline ice on this game.
I think at this point I am comfortable saying that Khaled is popping off in this game.
A little bit.
And that's another one there from him. And it's not just that they're long shots. He's doing it under pressure with no time. And he's done it's like the 3rd or 4th in the game. That's phenomenal there from Callan. I mean, just 100% grade A.
Yeah, hats off to that shot, and Callan just showing his skills. I mean, already making his name as a good goalie, I'll say that much, but also on offense. I mean, just popping off on every end, and a lot of this just based off of all this defense coming from Milk. Look at it again. They're just fast on the disc immediately, and they're just bothering tremendously.
Ignite going to send that one back in. 1.5 minutes, though. It's a 7-point difference, if I'm doing my math. Excuse me, 9-point difference. confusing my numbers. And now we're going to get center of the bubble, but not in the hands of anybody in particular. Going to bounce out now. And going to be handled. Who's that? Callan. But Callan accidentally handing it off to France. France going to set it down under the goal there to Wolf. Wolf's going to hook that one in the front as he draws the goalie out. It looks like goalie got stuck there on the rim. It's unfortunate, but still with a 7-point lead here and only a minute to go. Milk's going to be feeling pretty confident coming out of the tubes here.
Yeah. In chat pointing out Nolan Callan as a better striker than goalie. Well, again, maybe my bad. But I think at this level, too, I mean, I can definitely say as a big Ignite play. Duel gets that shot, and that is important. I mean, still tough to come back, but, I mean, it's a big shot.
I heard good round come out there. We're going to have 31 seconds left. If they could do it that fast again, I mean, it's not technically over.
Yeah.
They have to do that 3 times in a row, but if they can...
Okay, Cruisin' saying no shade. No, I didn't take it as shade. Maybe I was just incorrect. I was going to say, though, just because in my own mental notes, I've seen as that shot is just going to sail back. So hold on, they're going to get maybe one more here, and 10. So... that's narrow.
Exactly 20 seconds.
Yeah.
They say 15, but it's actually a little bit more. Let's see what it's going to be. No, it is 20 seconds.
Oof. So that is game.
That's going to be it. So Milk in the race. Milk. I mean, they earned it. They earned it with this challenge match against Ignite. And
yeah,
I mean, as we said, that third round was going to be a good game. And while Milk did pull ahead and stay ahead, I mean, Ignite coming back within 1 goal there in the last minute. That is
who said that?
SirDimwi wins.
Someone said their helmet's soggy. Only a Milk player. Only a Milk player.
My goodness.
Why? But yes.
Yeah. So to clear it up real quick, because I saw some more questions in the chat during the game. So what this effectively? So Milk is at 1220. Now that's rounded. That's their MMR. Going into this game, their MMR was at 1220. A rounded 1220. And the presumption is a win here would give them about a 10-point boost. Now that's not always true. We know that's not always true. That might not be true in this case.
Yeah.
But the presumption is. That's the working assumption is that they're going to get about that 10 points. So they're going to go up to 1230, around at 1230.
Yeah.
Give or take, it might not happen, but that's what we're working with. So once they go up to 1230, they then go into a game against Orbit, who's at the round at 1250. And so since we don't know what those numbers actually are, it opens up the possibility that if Milk beats Orbit, they both get that 10-point, a minus 10 to Orbit and a plus 10 to Milk, and they both go to that 1240 range, and at that point we just wait to see which one is actually higher. So Milk is definitely in it, and actually what this effectively does is the last. All right, so Instinct is basically out of the race at this point. So sorry to Instinct. Yes, it's between Orbit and Milk now.
But we will see Instinct. I'm pretty sure next weekend. So we'll hope to see that, and a lot of intrigue still unfolding at that division. But yes, so we can't stick around too long because we actually do have 2 matches about to be streamed right now. I think Dimwi is going to go head off to Channel 2 with Sputnik, and they'll be casting the next Creamy Milk and Orbit game. And as for me on this channel, we're going to stick around here. I'll be joined by Dano McFulous for Galaxy versus Boosty Boys pretty much imminently. So stay tuned. All right, ladies and gents, welcome right back here to VR Master League. Now, we got the match about to start here, Galaxy against the Boosty Boys. For Creamy Milk, if you want to follow their action, it's over on VR Master League Channel 2. Essentially just add a 2 to the end of the current URL right there. But yes, you can also find the links in the just below the player, I do believe. But we're going to be following this one here, and joining me on the casting booth is Dano, McFulous. How's it going?
I am doing fabulous. I'm very excited for this match. Both teams, Galaxy's a team I very much admire. They had a very rough start to the season, and most teams would have just kind of fallen apart there, but they persevered through and have been doing very well these last few weeks. I almost got a shot right there on them, but
yeah,
it is going to be turned around and cleared out by Galaxy.
Absolutely. So I'm glad to see. Again, yeah, Galaxy is one of kind of my favorite stories of the season, just because they stuck around for the 3 months, and it took them a solid, maybe 8 weeks or so, 9 weeks. I mean, it took them a while to get their first win, and then suddenly, after all of that, they're coming in here now with 5 wins on the season. Maybe even another one here, depending on how things go. They're gonna go for a goal. There's fair car, and it does roll into the goal after the back. So it's a good start for Galaxy. One of these stories of the season here at Bronze Division. Love it.
Absolutely. Like you said, that perseverance it just blew me away. Because I saw many teams start, they would lose 2 games and disband. Start a new one, disband. And not Galaxy. They've stuck through it. I love it. I'm very excited to see how they do here. But Boosty Boys as well, I've been seeing some improvement from them over the last few weeks. So I think this is going to be a fairly even match.
Yeah, I would expect this to be an interesting one for sure, as has often been the case from Galaxy's games as of late. And then for Boosty Boys, as a White Fox goes for the shot, it's going to be a stun, a steal, a clear from Phlegm Enthusiast. Ever the defender. He's going to cause all kinds of trouble for any team near that goal.
Ooh, and a beautiful boost down by Galaxy, going for that backboard shot, but just misses it. Still stays in the hand of Unguarded, passing it right back to Faircar. I'm not trying to say that, but no, and it's saved by Alduin, that rising star he is. Another amazing save, but it will be picked back up by Chucky. Into the hands of Faircar, going for that backboard shot again, but another miss. Will they retain possession for another shot, or will Boosty Boys get their chance?
Well, we shall see. Furcar doing some work on the nest. Meanwhile, Chucky Joseph really trying to duck and juke. A very dangerous maneuvering here, trying to find an open teammate eventually as the defense plays out. And right now, Furcar doing a bit of a barrel roll as he hits it to Unguarded. 458. But how about that save from Alduin? Talk about great defenders. He has very quickly made his name known as one of them.
I was entranced by Faircar there. Is that how you say it, Faircar?
Furcar.
Furcar, his barrel roll that he was saying there, that was pretty fun to watch. I was mesmerized. Back into the game.
Yeah, back to it. Alduin to it. I know a lot of new players in the Twitch streams and in the Echo scene lately because of the Quest beta. Well, I'm anxious to see more people like Alduin and what, coming in here, very new to the game itself, and yet so dang collected, just like that pass that was collected from Stuff Muff over to Dragon King. That's a good delivery to tie it up.
Yeah, Boosty Boys getting their passes together, getting that teamwork together, and tying up the score with 7 minutes to go.
And for Boosty Boys, it bears mentioning too, and I guess you can attest to this. Last time we saw Boosty Boys, White Fox got absolutely just he went nuclear for 30-some points, which is in fact, in Season 1, it's an incredible rarity to see any individual score that in any game. So that's going to be a story to see if he can come out with the same kind of ferocity. Thus far, lower scoring game, but yeah.
Absolutely. And not only was he scoring 30 points, but they were tough shots. They were hard angles. Like, they were those one-off shots that people don't usually get, let alone getting them back to back to back.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous what he was able to do here in this final weekend of play. Of course, gotta say too, in the last game that versus Ace that we saw, you had an epic game yourself. That was a fun cast to do as well.
Yes.
And I, as I always say, somehow, some way, Chaos just cannot help but give us those 3 rounds and give us those game-winning shots over and over again. It's
absolutely. I'm just glad it was me this time.
I think yeah, exactly. I think your team is scripted, just plain and simple.
Right? Like I said, people are going to start thinking we're scripting it and making it happen. I swear it's not true.
Well, maybe I'll believe you one day, but that day is not today, as Chucky gets the disc back for Galaxy and goes for that deep clear that does actually get through the little bit of space that he had to work with.
Gonna be a race for this. It's gonna be slapped by Unguarded, but it is gonna miss the backboard. But it will be collected again by Faircar, who's waiting for his teammates to space out. No pressure. Taking his time, scoping out the field. A long pass over to his teammate, but unfortunately just misses off the wall. Looks like it's gonna be a self pass. Recollecting once again, looking for that pass, going for the pass, but unfortunately Unguarded was stunned out, and it will bounce off the shield and be collected once again by Chucky.
Yeah, so Chucky making some plays over back here to Unguarded 458, and they go for the top pass, just bouncing off all of the Geo and getting the goal right there, which is not an easy thing to do on Alduin at that range, admittedly, but he gets it done. So Faircar, the 4th point, and ties it up.
And this is exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting this back and forth game. This is, at the rate it's going, this is going to be a very exciting match to watch as a spectator. And I'm sure as players, they're enjoying themselves very much right now.
Yeah. Meatballer in the chat asking who's commentating. That would be Dano McFulous from Chaos.
Yeah.
And in case you haven't seen it or noticed it before also, as we get maybe, never mind, a recollection here, when we do the little instant replays in the bottom left corner, it will actually show you who's casting the game as well. Just for, future
noticed
reference.
that.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit subtle, so. Just for those who don't or haven't noticed in the past, as Faircar gets the pass, but all doing the save, and it rolls into the goal.
Oh, that was a beautiful display of both offense and defense. That quick save right with that quick steal and dunking it right back in, bringing Galaxy ahead by 2 points.
Yeah, Meatballer also saying, oh shoot, Dano was godly yesterday.
Thank you, Meatballer. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was
Felt good.
That was some hype stuff as Alduin gets that disc and looks for that tunnel pass, but no one really there to receive it.
All right, gonna turn this momentum around, going up to Unguarded at the ceiling. No pressure at the moment, getting some pressure from behind, but does pass it off just in time to Faircar. Gonna back it out a little as he's getting some pressure, finds that pass to Unguarded on the barrier, and goes in for the 2 points, increasing Galaxy's lead by 4 points. Now 8-4.
Man, Galaxy. Like I said, Boosty Boys, I mean, again, they're coming off of a mighty strong win, like one of those kind of wins that gives you a lot of momentum, I feel like. But Galaxy, they're just such a different team from that first week, from the first month. It brings me great joy, honestly.
Oh, speaking of them being a different team, that steal on the Joes, one-on-one with the goal, Unguarded getting another 2 points. Galaxy at 10-4, a little under 3 minutes to go. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, needless to say, Gilligan also kind of iterating what we said there just now. I mean, Galaxy has improved a lot. It's fun to see. And see Yeet saying, not gonna lie, you guys have good commentary, and I'll appreciate that. You have good...
Thanks, man.
You have good chatsmanship over there.
Yes. I love your penmanship in the chat.
Yeah, it's very universal, if nothing else, as they go for Chucky Joseph on a soft pass over, trying to catch him off guard, but speaking of guard, Alduin's always on guard, as right here, Unguarded gets it back, but man, it's that pile up at mid, or at the goal, and now it gets slung to mid.
So many exchanges there, I couldn't even call it out, all I could do was watch. But now it is going to be in the hands of White Fox, one-on-one with the goalie, and it will be stolen by Flem. Now it's turning it around, going for that pass to the teammate, but it just bounces shy, and it will be picked up by Dragon King for Boosty Boys. Passing it over, but intercepted by Unguarded, and Galaxy changing direction of this disc once again.
Just missing the hands too. Alduin's still going to be there, as well as his teammates kind of joining and now separating. You'll notice that's always a good thing that I recommend for any new teams, new players, etc., is if you see a pileup about to inform, I mean, unless you're someone who, or a team who really prioritizes maybe immediate clear and boost off those pileups, but if you're more of a passing team, which is something we generally recommend a lot, is just it's a good thing to spread the floor. You know, don't buy into the pileups too much. If you see your teammate maybe has a chance at getting it, go to a good spot where they have a line of sight to pass it to you right after.
Oh, absolutely. It's not going to do any good. Oh, open goal, 3 points. Galaxy, Chucky, Joseph. I don't even know what to say about Galaxy right now. They are blowing my mind. 13-4, 45 seconds to go. Let's see what Boosty Boys has.
Yeah, well, right now they have 4 points and definitely well capable of a bigger scoring output. We've seen it very, very recently, but just being a little bit shut down in this first round. So we're gonna see, if nothing else, playing for concession points right now. But in round 2, take that minute intermission to just gather their thoughts and calm it down. And I think they should be good for a solid round 2, just if history is any basis on that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I always love round 2s because honestly, it could go either way. Some teams just come back fired up because they lost the first round and just dominate, just purely out of that heat of the moment.
Yeah, one more fling into the goal. Looks like it may barely be off. So 13-4 in this first round. And Galaxy showing up in this final night of the regular season.
Showing up indeed. I am just speechless. I almost feel a need to do like a before and after, like go back to the beginning of the season, watch their first VOD, and then watch this one.
So a Galaxy glow up.
Yes, a Galaxy glow up. Absolutely. Like they persevered. I love it. Like you said, it's one of my favorite team stories of the season. Actually, it's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
From what I know.
Yeah, it's just it's good to see. But again, knowing Boosty Boys here, putting together wins as well, and as of late they joined a few weeks into the season, so not from the very beginning from what I recall, but yeah, just showing off what they've got as well. It's mentioned White Fox with his white hot night the other day, and I think at any given moment we can see that match kind of reignite for him and on his team. So Dragon King, the lone 4 points there, but I do expect that to change in round 2. But nonetheless, Galaxy has a lot of good things to work with, and I think the important thing is not getting too astray from their game plan, and still stick to what's brought them success thus far.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. I see Yeet in chat saying he's going to be in the next season of VRML. We're very excited to see you, Yeet. Can't wait to see you playing.
Absolutely, it's going to be fun. There's going to be so many people joining in the coming months, I can feel, just because of this.
I'm
West
so
version.
excited.
And that's the beauty of this. As a Furcar, he's going to find himself a beautiful underhanded fling into the goal. That's a fast start, 7 seconds in. And crash. So stats will be pulled up, and I'm assuming restart imminently. There you go.
Good call. Glad we heard it.
Yeah. Granted, we also got the stats just 30 seconds ago, but got to build the muscle memory on that, huh?
Galaxy definitely started this round with a bang. That was only what, like 8 seconds? 9.
Yeah, it was quick. So Furcar, who dropped out here? Furcar on guard 4, Phlegm Enthusiast. So it was hold on, I got this. Chucky Joseph.
Chucky Joseph, yes. Sorry, Chucky.
Yeah, so many matches casted. It gets blended together sometimes, although generally speaking, I think I don't know, compared to regular season. See, before I used to have to tape up the names and write them on my monitor. Now I still do, but not because I have to, just because I like turning my brain off sometimes.
Like I'm doing.
But I mean, yeah, exactly. But definitely, just the amount of teams we've seen, I think, is super unexpected. Like, it's good to see, but I don't think anyone really expected it to be popping off and actually growing. Even from preseason to season 1, it's grown in participation. So there's just so many new players and new faces on both of these teams. I've been integrated into the game and doing competitive play prior to VRML, like for the basically 2.5 years. And you figure, okay, well, I know everyone. I know all the level 50s and this and that. And then suddenly 6 months later, you're seeing probably half the teams in the league with players I've just not played with before. And then they come in here, they make it their name known in VR Master League, and it's fun just being able to show off that skill, because now everyone in the league really has a good idea, I think, of what all these different individuals at any rank are capable of, which was not the case before.
Absolutely. There's so many surprises lately. A couple nights ago, we were talking about not underestimating teams, and this is a perfect example. Yeah. Perfect example.
Blue team ready.
Yeah, definitely. And we do have okay, so the players back
Looks
in.
like we're ready.
9:50 on the clock, just off that first joust is what they're rolling with. So all good on that end, and we're gonna be good to go.
Joust advantage will be with Galaxy. Once
Eventually.
the countdown starts. I was wondering if maybe my audio just went for a second, but nope.
Oh yeah, because of the restart. So it'll be another minute intermission or
Oh,
so.
right.
So that's I think what we're waiting on here, and no problem. So in the meantime, hello to the Twitch chat. Got a lot of you hopping up in there. We see Sputnik and Dual Game, Zenny Dude, and again Yeet and Meatballer. Meatballer very much a frequent in the chat. And yes, it's good to see everyone stopping in here on this final night. We had
Absolutely.
so many matches. The last 3 weeks in a row, that Thursday through Sunday block has just been insane. But all been worth it. We got a lot of great games out of it.
Absolutely. I have like an addiction to this game. That's all I do now is I watch matches, I play matches, I practice matches. I live and breathe Echo Arena.
Same here, and in today's getting the there you go.
Oh.
So not recognizing maybe where that disc spawned, but actually it's not even the correct place. Well, regardless.
I just hit restart. We should have the disc.
Okay, so they're going to redo
Okay.
that. I actually didn't even recognize that, but yes, the 2 points went
Wrong side, yeah.
So a slightly longer intermission than we thought. That's okay. Apologies for that, chat, but Cyanide saying hope Galaxy doesn't cool off in the that much during the break. That's always a factor
Absolutely.
for sure.
I was going to comment on that and how sometimes if a break goes a little long, it definitely can have a negative effect on your momentum and how warmed up the team is, and sometimes it can just kill a vibe. Other times, not so much, but especially when it extends to that full 5 minutes, if you haven't been keeping moving around in the meantime, it can have a toll.
Yeah, definitely a factor here, and we're gonna see. Let's see, right place. We got the right time. I think maybe 40 more seconds will be good.
Looks like it. Oh, okay.
So let's see. We got again 2 points on the board there. It was a very fast start for Galaxy at 13-4, and I mean the last match too. Going back to the schedule, they faced off against Reboot Galaxy. That is faced off against Reboot just the other day, and that was kind of another interesting testament to the growth because Galaxy actually faced Reboot 4 times this season. The other 3 matches, now they're all close, but the very first match of the Galaxy season was against Reboot. They lost that in 3 rounds with a total of 3 points in differential. They played them again some weeks later, and then a couple weeks after that, and it's the same thing. The actual margins they lost by only a few points, 1, 2, 3 points in that area. And then finally on the 4th try this week, Galaxy wins that series in 2 rounds, 32-16 overall differential. That is exactly a testament to just how far they have indeed come.
Absolutely, and launching out of the tunnel here, Boosty Boys will grab the disc and attempt to pass it to the teammates, but it does bounce a little low. Still collected by Boosty Boys, getting it all the way down to White Fox. No teammates in the bubble, trying to walk it in, but gets it stolen right out of his hand by Flem. Into the hands of Stuffmuff, who takes a shot, but stolen back from Unguarded, who clears it down to midfield.
Well, that was a nice grab from Unguarded, a tough one, because that was thrown with some mustard, and that was just a very quick reaction to actually deny a possible goal attempt. So, good grab there by Unguarded, and Yeet in the chat saying, can I get called a Bricky? Yeah, sure you can, if I remember. I'll try for sure. So, I'm assuming Blockhead Bricky is right there. Well, the goal. Getting sticky with the... I'm not even sure where I'm going with that, but it's going to be a score from Unguarded 4.
Galaxy is still keeping the momentum from before the break, bringing their lead up to 4 points, but nonetheless, there is still 9 minutes left. Plenty of time for Boosty Boys to collect it, get it together, and get some points on the board.
If I'm correct, too, so if that's a Blockhead Bricky, that you subbed for Galaxy, I want to say. Either that or we're on the team, which might, in that case, be awkward if you're not anymore. So, I don't know. But hello, welcome to the chat either way, and we'll try to remember that name. As the disc gets recollected by Furcar, just off the bottom. Actually loses the handles.
And it is grabbed there by Boosty Boys and tapped out, hoping that the teammates can boost and get it, which they will. Dragon King gonna throw it all the way downfield into that trench. Possibly, oh, that was a possible shot there, just bouncing off the barrier. White Fox going for that 3-point shot and just a little shy, bouncing back to the midfield area.
Yeah, so back to the boys here in blue. That is Stuffmuff. Good pass just right below. Ooh, with some ferocity. It was Fox, White Fox, and assisted by Stuffmuff to get their first couple.
Yes, beautiful play by Boosty Boys, getting that 2 points on the board, reducing Galaxy's lead by down to only 2 points. Definitely that motivation shift Boosty Boys is looking for. Let's just see if they can continue it down and tie this game up.
Yeah, will be Flem Enthusiast with a disc getting to Unguarded, and Unguarded having it lost due to some brawls in that end, but he's going to give it right back, and back again. Chucky Joseph recognizing that immediate pass, just a slight mishandle, however, but it did go to the right place. Alduin does recover, tries to link up with White Fox, couldn't get the regrab, but it'll stay here to Chucky Joseph now on blue side, and defense now pertinent for Boosty Boys.
Absolutely. They really don't want to let any points in right now. They want to tie this game up and try and shift the momentum in their favor for this second round. So far, they are keeping possession of it, you know, passing it back and forth, letting the passes, soft passes. That one did bounce, unfortunately, going into the hands of Furcar. Going to clear it back down to Boosty and Boys, and it's going to be a race for the disc once again.
And unable for Galaxy to really get too many things in the way of the regrabs and the boost, so it does go to Boosty Boys, and see if they can live up to their name, get here first. I mean, they're actually going to have a chance. There it is. Stuffmuff trying to dish it out somewhere and finding a teammate, but unfortunately losing it to Unguarded 4, and it will be slung back to the blue side again.
That was a very fast boost there from Stuffmuff to get that interception there. And again, they just boosted back to their end extremely quickly to collect the disc, pass it to the White Fox in the tunnel. That soft back pass to Stuffmuff while he was stunned out, but came back just in time. Controlling that disc, slowly walking it up the field, keeping that passes, looking at his options. Little pressure now, has to pass it down to White Fox. Gonna look for that shot, and he's gonna get 2 points, tying the game up for Boosty Boys. 4-4 in round 2 here. Only about 3 minutes to go. Oh, wow, I'm way off. 6 minutes. Way off. Just how excited I am.
Just communicating with my fellow caster Dimwi real quick. But might be seeing a high voltage and Mirage potentially on channel 2, depending if they want to wait or not. Also, I'm realizing too, so maybe I got the name wrong, or you're just a totally different person. I'm not calling you a blockhead. I'm not insulting the customer, believe me. I'm not calling you a blockhead just for the sake of it. There is a player named that. Am I incorrect? I'm not crazy, am I? I mean, don't answer that, but I'm not wrong, am I? Answer that one at least for me, chat. Oh, crazy shot from White Fox. Speaking of, crazy like a fox. Up by 3 for Boosty.
Wow,
no, Andy, stop it. Jeez.
That was one of those shots we were talking about White Fox making the other night there. Those really hard angled shots, and not just getting it in with force.
Look, okay, block, Slang and Bricky. Fine, I was close. You can see how I made the connection blockhead, right? Stop it. Don't get me fired by Skinny. I really don't. I like this gig. Block, Slang, and Bricky. I will put respect on your name, good sir.
Ooh, that beautiful intercept by Chucky there, but it will be intercepted right away by Alduin. Keeping the momentum back in Boosty Boys' favor. They've gotten the last couple of goals. Faircar looking to change that momentum now, clearing the disc all the way down to Boosty Boys' end. Racing for that disc. Looks like Boosty Boys is probably going to get there first, but they will overshoot it. Getting picked up by Galaxy, but just missing that pass. Looking to collect it here, we have Faircar. Going to be challenged by White Fox, though. Getting that pass down over to Unguarded, but missing that pass right back to White Fox. Or, my bad, Faircar.
Yeah, and getting some stuns off here. Furcar getting some nice ones. And again here, so collecting it. All of these guys in a train as they get the goal to go right in the center of mass, but doesn't matter. It's going to be a 1-point match here. And 3:45 remaining in this fairly even second round after what was a powerful one from Galaxy. But Boosty Boys done a great job to really come back here with just good steady play in this one.
Oh, absolutely. They've done a very good job at coming back, and they still have plenty of time. They are only down by 1 point, 3.5 minutes left. All they need to do is take their time, watch the clock, control that disc, and they just need one shot to take this game by 1. And right now they might get that shot, and Boosty Boys increasing their lead by 2 points to a total of 3, bringing it 9-6.
Yeah, so by the by, so I think I was incorrect in the one I called. So it's Gambit and Legends, I think, maybe potentially cast it on VRML Channel 2 right now. It's High Voltage and Mirage will actually be in about 25 minutes or so. So I got my wires crossed again. Call me Blockhead Pally, chat. That's just me for the rest of this night. I'm so sorry.
All right, Chucky looking for his teammates there. Tries to pass it to Furcar, but goes a little low. It will be collected by Chucky himself. Passed right over to Unguarded. Wasn't quite in position to make that shot. Passing to Furcar behind the goal, going for that 2-pointer, bringing them to only a 1-point deficit. Plenty of time for Galaxy to, bring out a couple of those strong plays they brought in the beginning and take this match back.
Yeah, in position. So again, goal for goal. We're right within one. One team pulls ahead by one. The other team just comes back again. So launching out, Boosty Boys going for a bottom boost, sending one player just stop at anchor at mid, one player deep down low. And actually, that was a very nice rollout if they can keep that stack interrupted, but unfortunately missing the hand. So could have been maybe a one-on-one at goal had that not happened.
Still a great opportunity here with 2-on-1. Oh, but now it's and White Fox with another one of those amazing shots. Bringing Boosty Boys up by 3 points, 11-8. Still anyone's game, 1 minute and 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, how about that? A good hit from White Fox, and this is the Fox that we saw just, not far removed from that match against you guys. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. He's good. It's important for if Boosty Boys want to win. White Fox does. Typically he's gonna need to have himself a good game here on offense. They got All doing on the defense. They got Stuff Muff and Dragon King kind of playing the in-between roles, a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. But definitely White Fox, one of the lead strikers a lot of the time for his team.
Absolutely, every player playing their part. So like you said, it's important that he has a good night, getting those shots, and he's been getting them more as of the last few minutes. So we could be seeing a good shift from White Fox here. He's got just under a minute left. Still anyone's game, but if Boosty Boys can get another goal here, and they might be able to seal the deal.
Yeah, looking like it. So we'll see. At the moment, trying to show off that good disc control, and quite nicely, in fact. A lot of these passes right in line despite the tight defense. As I say that, though, as is often the case, Caster's curse aside, if you get a lot of passes made, one of them is eventually going to fail, in theory anyways, as Furcar winds it around his back, but back to Chucky Joseph now.
They need the 3-point to tie it up. Are they gonna get? He goes for the shot, but just misses it. Gets to his teammate, looking for that anchor 3-point. Oh, just bounces off of the rim. Still have 18 seconds. They still have a couple seconds that they've tried to capitalize.
Oh, this is crazy.
Constantly stolen, getting slapped out. 9 seconds left. If they're gonna do something, it needs to happen right now. But that stun out is gonna make it tight. Going for that long shot, but. Round 2 going to Boosty Boys.
There you go.
Pushing that round 3.
All right, yeah, exactly. The third round match that we're always excited to see. So 11-8 in that round, and that is exactly the return round that they needed. Wanting to really close off their season here, this regular season, and this final night of the regular season, the right way for especially all these viewers coming in at home.
Oh, I love these matches. I'm so familiar with them myself as a player. It is actually a very much more relaxing feeling on this side of it. This is so much more just, woo, let's do it, let's go, yeah, team, versus the frustrations when you're the one actually playing and getting the stress and the pressure of the third round. Very excited to be on this side of the fence.
Yeah, absolutely. So, oh boy, was I wrong yet again? I'm just looking at something dimly. Oh boy, this is a good night. But anyways, I'm gonna check out, let's see, Orbit and Creamy Milk, because that was at 5:30, so Gambit and Legends. Okay, I got you. Okay, so I was, just never mind. You know what, everything I've said tonight, chat, just please disregard it. I think all of this lack of sleep and lack of eating and obsessing over the casting has finally gotten to old Pally's brain. So this is my final night here in VRML. It's been great. Dano McFabulous, talk me out. Talk me out of it.
No way. I'm talking you in. You're staying. Not going anywhere.
Side night saying get pancakes.
Ooh, I like pancakes.
Okay, look, I've only said the pancakes thing like on a couple occasions. How come the last 2 or 3 nights I've gotten multiple people asking about pancakes? Is this like a prevalent thing? Everyone just knows Palidore has midnight pancakes sometimes?
Midnight pancakes are the best time to have pancakes.
Yeah.
I mean, really, any breakfast food at night.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't live off pancakes, just lately, a couple times. Oh, National Agency stopping in, saying, hey, boys. Well, hey, National Agency. Gave you a shout-out earlier because I missed it either earlier or maybe when we were offline. But thanks for the sub. That was like 5 hours ago, so a little delayed, but I got there eventually, so worry not.
Better late than never.
Yeah. All right, so speaking of better late than never, after, again, the restart, because we had to set the clocks again, a little extra long intermission, but we do have ourselves officially the third and final round of this match.
And coming out in the joust here out of the tunnels, it is going to be, it's going to be neutral. It's going to be floating straight up, and it's going to be picked up by Furcar. Pass down to Chucky, going for that early 2, and Galaxy is going to get that. A repeat of the last round, a quick 2-point in the 10 seconds. Great start to the round for Galaxy.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, well, paying attention real quick to the chat. So we can stream you for that high voltage Mirage game if you're willing to wait. Otherwise, Dimwi can stream you on channel 2 as I originally said. This is why I'm saying don't listen to anything I said except listen to that one because I'm pretty sure I'm correct this time. It only took 3 tries. Block, head, Pally as Alduin gets the disc.
Passing that disc down to Dragon King. Has no forward teammates, but has one stuff up coming from the side. Teammate up top, White Fox grabbing that disc out of nowhere, putting it in the top for 2 points, bringing this game to a tie game.
Now, am I mistaken? I want to watch this replay too, and knowing me, I might be mistaken, but let's see. Yeah, was White Fox even looking at the goal? That was just a straight up, he got the disc and just kind of sent it right below him. That was really nice passing, but also the finish there was super good.
Flem getting that disc down to Faircar, and a very quick pass down to Unguarded. Beautiful rollout from Galaxy. Waiting for his teammates, has no one in the bubble to assist him. They have made it now. Chucky Joseph going in for that undershot, but stolen right out of his hand by Dragon King, who's going to clear that disc all the way back down to the other side of the field.
But as is quite often the case, Flem Enthusiast does tend to play rather far back there in those lanes, so anytime those clears come out, he's going to be guarding it.
He just walked that disc right up the field, uncontested, going into the bubble now, taking the shot, and it will be saved by Alduin, clearing that disc out to midfield.
And again, a save, as is so often the case with Alduin. And he's just going to take this out, send it out, and try and look for maybe some boosts here. But otherwise, it's just going to be a Galaxy getting back, and indeed that is. So, Boosty Boys just not getting the boost there, and they're going to need to boost back if they want this disc and they want to score again.
Both teams just constantly just capitalizing on the other team's mistake, making this constant back and forth. It's great excitement, that great boost down from Boosty Boys. Looking to take that disc, but it will be slapped out to midfield. Just missed by Furcar, back into the hands of White Fox. Boosty Boys getting it stolen by Furcar and clearing it down the tunnel back to Boosty Boys' end, where it's a race for the disc.
Yeah, Furcar, another one of those players I mentioned, didn't know too much about until he joined VR Master League, and one thing I can't say for sure, he's a absolute midline pest, and I say that in the best possible way. He causes so much trouble in every single game in that midline with brawls and steals. That's definitely his strength, as I now know.
White Fox with a juking there all by himself there. Went for that bounce shot, but it was taken by, I'm not even sure, Flem. And then taken by Stuffmuff there, passing it to their teammates at the backboard, but just slightly missed, and it will float downfield and slapped out by Stuffmuff.
Ooh.
Just past Alduin. Not sure what happened there, but nonetheless, the disc has went back to Boosty Boy's side.
And this is going to be just a 50-50 based off that, whereas Chucky, good save from Alduin. Wow, on that one, unguarded for trying to contest him in the goal. That's going to bounce right back out to the top wall. White Fox coming away with it. Looking for the clear, looking for, again, the regrabs. But don't go too far, guys, because it's got stuck on the ramp again, and we'll stay here as Chucky Joseph collects on that wedge. Bounces off of it, has some cross passes. But the cut not actually coming through, so instead cutting it off was Alduin.
Alduin just making this goalie gig look so easy, like everything that's thrown at him, he's just stopping it. And for the long shot 3, White Fox just dings off the rim. Gonna be recollected and tried again. Another dinger, 2 in a row. Gonna pass back to the goal for that clear shot downfield, and it will bounce off the Geo. but still collected by Furcar, clearing it down to Boosty Boys and boosting towards that disc, racing for collection.
Yeah, a couple missed opportunities there on an open goal, but maybe not paying for it as Boosty Boys do get the disc back. Answering chat real quick, how long would you have to wait on that Mirage high voltage game? Well, we have, again, it also depends on what's happening on channel 2 there, because at the same time, at 5:30 my time, which is say 15 minutes ago, Legends game was supposed to be streamed there versus Gambit. So they're next on the schedule on one of these two channels, and on the other channel will be your guys' game. So that's kind of the tentative plan, I suppose, we're working with.
I mean, we got 5 minutes left here, so we'd still have a few minutes after that. I'd say probably around 10 minutes or so before the next one would start.
Yeah, so keep aware, but we do have two channels available here to stream games tonight. So that is the case. You'll be streamed somewhere, and you won't necessarily have to be too delayed either. But just kind of depends on what you guys are wanting. But nonetheless, Furcar gets a disc. He's going to send it out. 4.5 minutes left as the boosts come through.
Yeah, round 3, a very low-scoring, action-packed, back-and-forth round. 4.5 minutes left to go in the possession of Galaxy, trying to collect their positions and work that disc forward. It will be in the hands of Unguarded, passing it down to Furcar, but it will be missed and picked up by Alduin once again, clearing that disc down, and it will get trapped in the tunnel.
And Chucky Joseph just throwing a punch on the way through just because, gets the disc. I don't know. Little plays like that make me laugh just for some reason. But Stuff Muff gets it right back and to Boosty Boys' hands. It's a 2-2, and 6 minutes passed here in the last round of this match.
I think it's the attitude that comes from those little plays you're talking about. You can just almost hear the taunts from the players when they do that. And punching on the way by, you can almost hear them going, ha ha.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be a little careful too, especially the higher level you go. Even if you're boosting on through, players are gonna hear you. Right there, Furcar looking for the goal, couldn't find it again, but back to Unguarded 4, and down low on the pass to Furcar.
Furcar going for another backboard shot, but will just be shy. Galaxy doing a great job of constantly collecting the possession of the disc on Boosty Boy's end, just having trouble converting on some of the shots. But, I mean, it stands to reason if they keep attempting at shooting, they will eventually score again. And they keep getting that possession, but this time the possession will be taken by White Fox, looking for his teammates, opts for that back pass, and he's now getting it down the field, into the tunnel, into the hands of Stuff Muff. Getting some pressure now, looking for the teammates, and just passes by the Galaxy team members, but it will be picked up by Galaxy and cleared down the field by Chucky.
Trying to stay together on the stacks there, but a lot of time for Dragon King to at least collect the disc. Going back up to White Fox, having it stolen by, guess who? Furcar, told you about him, but White Fox giving it right back with some stuns and a steal of his own. Nonetheless, the three-man chain coming in for Galaxy, and again, maybe numbers here, especially because that chain from Boosty is currently broken, but needs to get rid of the disc, and creeping up on him is Dragon King, and Dragon trying for a clear.
Oh, that was so close for Galaxy. It almost looked like a breakdown in communication, no one telling Chucky that he had that defender right on him. It was a perfect 3-on-1 situation, but fantastic defense from Boosty Boys.
Oh, but same thing there, so also Furcar now creeping up on the offense there. Just getting the disc back, and no one maybe calming that one, so it's right back here on this side.
Racing for that disc, 2 minutes to go, still only a 2-2 game. Beautiful action here. It is currently in the hands of Boosty Boys, looking for that clear, getting the clear downfield, but will it get past Flem playing back at the goal? No. He will clear it out, but it will be picked right back up by White Fox, keeping it in Galaxy's end, approaching the last 90 seconds of the match. Still some time left, but looks like Boosty Boys is slowing it down here, getting their passes, going in for that goal. He's going to get the 2 points, tipping the game in favor of Boosty Boys, 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2, and after a 7-minute scoring drought, 7 minutes and 8 seconds, we get ourselves a goal now with only 1:22 remaining. And with that, I mean, based on that pace, that could be the game winner at this point.
Could be, but I mean, I've seen some quick plays. Galaxy's had some really good rollouts. So if they get that rollout and connect the goal at the end, I mean, they still have time. And right now, it looks like they might have that numbers advantage, but they're just going to drop the disc. Will they regain possession? They will, but going to try and pass it, and bouncing off of that Geode is now going to be a race for the disc, going into the hands of White Fox, clearing it back down midfield.
And again, just to clarify real quick, in fact, 50 seconds left. I will on the next matches afterwards. So hang tight. I'll clarify for you folk as we get Alduin here trying to get the disc control. Galaxy seeing if they can finish their season strong as it has been the last few weeks with some plays here, but off to the midline and back maybe to the hands. Oh, just missing actually, so never mind. Galaxy with the disc.
It was a great read by Stuffmuff and Boosty Boy's Bubble to clear it out there, but it did go back in the hands of Galaxy. They have a few seconds left. They need to make something happen now. 20 seconds.
Here we go.
Going towards that goal, but just stunned out, unfortunately. Oh, in the hands of Guard. He's going to tie it up. 4-4. That's going to bring us to overtime in this round 3.
How about that? If that isn't a testament to the gameplay and the just rise of Galaxy. Galaxy encompasses us all, and now it's an OT. So yes, it's just I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that
yes.
First of all, that it went to a third round. I'm thrilled that it went to an OT, and I'm thrilled to see these teams at every division. That's the important part here. Doesn't matter if you're Master, Gold, Silver, Bronze. We're seeing them compete.
Ooh, Galaxy taking that joust. Gonna be picked. Oh, no, it's not. It's gonna go right back in the hands of Galaxy. Getting that pass one-on-one with the goalie for half a second, but it's gonna be stolen by White Fox in the nick of time. Clearing that disc down into the tunnel. Teams racing for that disc back into the hands of Boosty Boys.
And just a tap out, but again, deep in the back line, as I mentioned earlier, will be Flem wanting to protect that, not allow anything to go in from deep or off of kind of a breakaway goal. Nonetheless, breaking away. Unguarded 4 here, needs to find his teammates on the boost, so there it goes. I mean, they have the numbers opportunity, Dano, and now only just getting back into the goal as Faircar collects it for a tap-off and a line-up, but a save-off from Stuffmuff.
Beautiful save and clear all the way down to Galaxy's bubble. Race to the disc. If Boosty Boys can get down there first, they'll have the numbers advantage. They are down there 3-on-1 for half a second. 2-on-1, 1-on-1. Oh, and that bounce off of the rim. Picked up by Dragon, pass back to White Fox. He's gonna go for that shot. He's bouncing off of the rim again.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, picked up by Unguarded is gonna clear that disc out of the field.
Well, wait a minute though, because now it got knocked loose here off the body, getting assaulted. Oh, big grab from Chucky Joseph. Needs to find a teammate or something for a stack, a pass, any of the above. Coming through with some speed, with some velocity. It's Furcar looking to end it, but couldn't do so. So 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds, and it's still a stalemate in OT.
Unguarded, making that pass over. It is just gonna miss, going up to the ceiling. 17 seconds left. It's gonna be slapped out. Back to midfield, right past Flem. This is Boosty Boy's chance for that last second goal. If they can get there, they're gonna get there. Is he gonna do it? He's gonna put it in for the 2, and Boosty Boys is gonna take this game in a 2-point lead in overtime.
And what a game that was, 6-4, and just overtime, nearly double overtime, but coming through in the end there, it was the Boosty Boys ending strong off of that just intense final round.
Wow, I'm almost out of breath, and I wasn't even playing.
Same here, but I'm always sweating after a hype cast. Also might have to do with living in Arizona, but that's another issue, and yes, it is an issue entirely. But yeah, just an incredible game there from these teams, and Galaxy unable to convert that last win, but still finishing a strong season. Meanwhile, for Boosty Boys coming through in that clutch, and well, you know what? A testament to their name. Why'd they win? They got that final boost. So Boosty Boys, true to their name, and that's how they how they got themselves that breakaway goal in OT.
Wow, amazing finish. Almost like you said, thought we were going to that double OT, but no, Boosty Boys got that boost and closed the deal.
Sandy Drew saying turn on the comms. They were on.
No one was talking, I guess.
At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they were. No, they were on because I heard them. But yes, will be next match. Now that is to say, I kind of need to check on channel 2 as well. Basically, we had one Gambit Legends scheduled to start like 20 minutes ago. And let's see, Orbit versus Creamy Milk. Currently going into round 3. Okay, so right here on channel 1, in that case, it will be Gambit versus Legends, assuming they're still out there waiting. And therefore, on channel 2, it will be High Voltage versus Mirage, streamed by SirDimwi and Sputnik possibly there. So that is the plan, so we're going to go on mute for just a moment while we shift gears. And again, assuming Gambit and Legends are still waiting and haven't started, that's what will be streamed on this channel. There we go. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry for the brief delay, but we're ready to get underway. So thanks to these two teams for waiting and being the last match to be streamed here over on Channel 1. Meanwhile, on Channel 2, Creamy Milk versus Orbit, I believe they're still finishing. Meanwhile, it will be Mirage and High Voltage there right after. But in the meantime, off of this quick joust, it is going to be Gambit versus Legends and Dano McFulous on the caster's desk alongside me, Palidore. And again, as we close out our season, it's been fun, and I think Dano and I having fun.
Yeah, that was a bullet of a joust from Gambit at the beginning. I didn't even see it, but it will be currently in the hands of Single Shot. Going for that pass, stunned out, taken by Captain Will. Pass down to Supreme Buns. They're going to clear that disc down, or attempt to clear. Going to bounce off that Geode. Getting picked right back up by Single Shot for Legends. Passing it back, slowing it down, looking for their options to get it down the field.
And HNNH saying, saving the best for last perhaps. Well, certainly these two teams are super talented. Gambit's been formerly known as Guinness for most of the season, and then known as not Guinness for about a day, and then Gambit. But yes, they've been definitely an impressive team here in the league, showing their stuff. Meanwhile, you know, for Legends, I felt like a dark horse most of the season, despite being in gold the entire season.
Yes, absolutely. Legends did very well from the they got together. I was very excited for them. Gambit is definitely a team that I have more experience with myself. All great players, all very talented. Very excited to see them in this matchup. Oh, and right now it's going to be a close one-on-one with Captain Canada getting that 2-point shot for Legends.
Now that was a slick pass from single shot, single pass, and Captain Canada, Mr. CC, well, he saw the goal for 2.
Haha.
Yeah.
Joust advantage for Gambit. Coming out of the tunnel here, it is going to be Leo the Great. Passing it down to Mo Jolly. Quickly passing it downfield. Going to bounce off a block right back to midfield, which is quite advantageous. Right back to Mo Jolly. Passing it to Leo the Great. Keeping that possession up to Supreme Buns, who quickly tapped it back, but unfortunately missed, but it was inevitably collected by Leo. Getting over to Captain. Great control here from Gambit. Right until that intercept from Single Shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Just fun to watch this team develop here. Again, I mean, not knowing all these players doesn't matter, because now I do, and now we know they are a super skilled team. As Single Shot will just gently dunk it in on the open goal. It's 4 points for Legends.
Great start for Legends. Love that soft little I'll just place this here, Single Shot set, and just lightly tapped it in there.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, still 7.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Gambit. It is Joust advantage for Gambit. Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, so also I see, by the way, Furcar stopping in the chat saying, "What up, guys? What's up?" Very, very good games, and congrats on your season overall. That shot almost falls, but yeah, it was a fun game to watch for sure. Chat was hyped and tense, as I think you guys probably were.
Yes.
But yeah, good to see. But back to this game here for Skyla.
All right, getting it down to Single Shot. No pressure at the moment. Lots of time to look at his options. Going for that bottom pass down to Captain and gets it. Passing it right on over to Captain. Lots of passes at the bubble. Trying to pull the defense out. Going right all the way back to Skyla. Resetting. Looking for that perfect play. I'm all too familiar with this play style. And, you know, if they do this right, they might very well increase their lead here.
You're all too familiar. So I did also play some mixed games, actually, for about 12 rounds in a row. Had Mamba on my team, and I'll get back to that later. But he was saying, "Oh, yeah, Pally, you always say it on the cast. I know, the extra pass, the extra pass. Well, you know what? It buys you goals like that. Single shot gets the goal at a 6-point start on this advantage."
I can hear Mamba now. It's exactly how he's going to say it. That's just Mamba for you, though.
Yeah.
We still love him.
Yeah, no, it was fun playing in there with several different players. Andy, a couple Orbit players, some Instinct players. I mean, it was a very fun match for, again, 12 sweaty rounds. But yeah, he kind of said, "You always say that, Pally." And I'm like, "Oh, I know. You know, at 400 casts, I can only say so many different things, you know." But hey.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Well, why not both? Passing is my game. I love it.
Absolutely, but sometimes, like you said, you're in that moment, you see that shot, and you just know, you're like, yep, I got this, and you just take the shot.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Legends have done so far, but a lot of it has been predicated off of these just good passes and a couple resets, and we can see it here, playing patiently, playing it slow as the stacks get bothered by a little bit, but Captain Canada back there, and off to the cut to Caption. He's going to go in for a goal, but no!
Beautiful control by Legends here. Passes after passes. Unfortunately, that one shot just dinged off the pocket, but it is picked right back up by Captain Canada. Legends getting another shot to spread out here, get another goal to increase their lead. Looking for those passes. Will get a pass over to Single Shot. Again, not being pressured by the defense right now. Trying to pull them out. They have one defender out, 2 defenders out now. But they're still backing it up. I'm very curious. What is going to happen?
Yeah, well, the goal of this by the bye too. So again, new people on the stream. Well, stalling game in a sense. Think about it this way: if all 4 defenders are inside this 2-point zone, inside this bubble, that is a lot more traffic you have to deal with as an offense to actually maneuver through for the goal. I mean, your passing lanes are tighter. Your ability to drive is much tougher. So when it's congested like that, And in this situation, we're like Legends, the blue team, they have the lead. So what are they doing? They're dragging out the defense. They're forcing them to approach outside the bubble. That way they can pull the defenders out and maybe get some passes towards the bubble to have that numbers advantage, or at least maybe get like a 2-on-2 or something, which is still a lot easier to deal with, perhaps, in terms of the lanes.
Ooh. Great shot there, putting Gambit on the board for 2 points. Leo the Great.
Yeah, finally up a couple points. That is to say, on the board, they have 2 after, 6 minutes plus of play. So it took them a while, and a lot of that due to the pacing really being controlled by the Legends.
Absolutely. I mean, the first round when you're playing a team, there's always that adjustment period as well. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, sometimes it's 6 minutes, sometimes it's the whole round. So perhaps they're getting used to Legends playstyle, and we might start seeing a slight shift.
Oh yeah, absolutely truth to that one, as we've seen as recently as about 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, because you get so many of these round 3s lately, it seems like, and fun to watch. But yeah, the adjustments at play as they go for this shot. It's Leo the Great again, inverting himself just a little bit before he launches it off.
Yeah, beautiful assist by Captain there. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yeah.
Bringing Gambit only a 2-point deficit now, 3 points remaining. Not scoring any points for the first about 6 minutes of the game, but the last minute and a half, they've gotten 2 goals. So at this rate, we could see a turnaround.
Yeah, and H over there in the chat saying, "Come on, Gambit, plenty of time to recover," and that's what they've done because it's a 2-point match here.
Absolutely, recover they have, and recover they will continue to do. We're going to be picked up by Gambit now by Mojal. Passing it on over to Supreme Bums, looking for that clear in the tunnel. Will get the clear all the way down, but it's going to be picked up by Captain Canada back on the defense. Getting contested by Leo, making Captain throw it, getting it stunned out. Good job, Leo the Great, getting that clear back down to Legends End. This is Gambit's chance. Can they tie this up at the goal?
Oh,
yes,
they
they
do.
can. Beautiful boost down by Gambit, and that quick shot by Supreme, tying this game up 6-6.
Very nice there from Gambit, and that's going to make HNNH happy, for sure. You know, we saw Gambit just the other day, yesterday, in fact, playing against Orbit, and it was almost at round 2. They came back and almost took it, just down to the last minute. But Supreme had this amazing shot that bounced from mid-court, that bounced off the boot into the goal. I don't think I've seen that before.
I love that ceiling play that Legends just did. It's something that we've been starting to try and just never seems to work out. They just made it look so effortless. Getting stunned out now. It's going to be getting right back by single shot, slapping it down, hoping his teammates are there, but it's picked up by Captain Will, clearing it back down the field.
And into the 2-point zone, but getting there first with just a very small moment of time to get it through. Caption recollecting once more, and the stacks at least not gathered immediately, but as I say that, there they are again. And even without the stacks, well, you already had Mo Jolly way in the back line.
Yeah, great backline defense there, getting that disc out of their half of the field, but it did go back in the hands of Skyla, putting it into the hands of Legends, who now has control of the disc. Taking their time, not contested, tied up. Not sure if they're trying to run the clock a bit before going for a goal. Definitely one tactic that can be pursued when there's this much time left with a few points. If you run down the clock a little bit and then get that last-minute goal, leaving your teammates just not enough time to score, it's a tricky tactic, but if you can pull it off, it is very successful, and they're very close to the bubble. Oh, no.
Was that a double grab again, I think? It looked like he tried releasing the disc and couldn't.
It looked like it might have been, and that was their moment where they were about to strike.
Oh, that is so tough.
15 seconds is still enough time if Gambit can get a hold of the disc here. But it looks like now with the going back into Legends' hands, this clock is going to wind down, and we're going to see OT for round 1.
All right, well, I would be happy about that in most cases, and I still am. It's going to be a good, intense joust here for this first round OT. But yeah, it looks like Legends maintaining that idea that, yeah, they want to take the last shot there with a tie, which I got to give compliments for, because that's something I've kind of mentioned on stream being a thing that teams maybe should start thinking about, but haven't seen teams really do it much. But that's something that's done a lot, like in basketball,
Risky,
towards
yeah.
the end of quarters, for instance.
Absolutely.
Like if you have control and it's like a tied situation, don't give time.
Yeah, well, because worst case, if you don't score, you just hold on to it.
Hold
You're
on.
going, oh! Whoa. All right, we got Mo Jolly here, keeping in the hands of Legends, getting that passing game under the goal. All four of them going for that undershot by Leo. getting the point for Gambit. Gambit will take round 1.
An upset at that from Gambit, 8-6 in OT. And regardless of how it got there, what matters for Gambit here is that they just closed out this round strong and doing what they just barely missed out on doing against Orbit the other day. Another gold team there, master team at that. I mean, just, you know, Orbit floating in and out of that area, but against Legends, a solid gold team throughout this entire season, and that is a big win, even if it's only for this one round. I mean, it's still got a lot of time to burn going into the rounds 2, potentially rounds 3.
Absolutely a big win indeed, especially when you're looking at the team stats here. Gambit only had possession for 34% of the time, and yet they were still able to come out on top. Just great possession on Legends there. They just need to convert on a few more of those shots. If they keep up that possession time, inevitably they should be able to get more shots, giving them that bigger success rate. Like you said, round 2, we might see a round 3. This was a very close first round. I'm very excited for round 2.
Same here, and Legends in a position maybe they didn't expect to find themselves. I mean, and the gold rank versus silver, but like I mentioned, Gambit is just not a team to sleep on, which is why I mentioned Orbit. We saw it against Spaghetti as well, another gold team. Gambit playing Spaghetti a couple weeks ago. There was a similar deal with that where, you know, late in the second round, Gambit just about came back and almost won that match. So despite, again, the silver rank, it's not really... Gambit is like right on the cusp of being a gold team themselves with the way they play.
Oh, absolutely. They're very close. They have some great team. They've actually grown a little bit in the last little while as well. But now it is going to be in the hands of Legends. Going down into Caption in the tunnel. No pressure at the moment. Looks like he's just going to walk it down as long as he can. Keeping an eye out for those passes. Going for that back pass into the tunnel back to Captain Canada. Taking their time so they can start round 2 off right. Hopefully getting that first goal. They looked very calm, very collected. Missing that one pass, unfortunately. Ooh, stunned out. But it will still be slapped out and put right back into the hands of Captain Canada.
Yeah, and Captain Canada with that disc just eyeing down the defense, kind of almost daring Supreme Buns to come contest. And they're trying to play it carefully. That's something that is good to do if you play this man-on-man style defense or this zone style defense. Yeah, pressure them enough to maybe force passes, but also don't pressure so hard that you get stunned and suddenly leave your team at a disadvantage as Skyla ducks through for the 2-point advantage.
And they will get that beautiful pass up to the shoulder there and that jump down by Skyla and the goal for 2, putting Legends in the lead just over a minute into the round 2.
Yeah. So good, again, the patience. And I do like seeing that from Legends here because, again, that was their game plan in the first round, and it was working out fairly well. Really just a rough go of things towards the end, but I mean, you know, adjustments are a thing you want to make, of course, but just basically what I'm getting at is they're not being discouraged by how that last minute in the OT went. They're still sticking with, you know, what they have planned and what they feel is the right way to play.
Absolutely. You cannot let a previous loss get you down, especially even just the previous round. Got to look forward, keep your head in the game. I mean, so far right now, they've got Gambit has some great disc passing right now. They're probably feeling really good right now.
Yeah.
And that can go the opposite way. When you're feeling really good, you can get overconfident.
Absolutely.
So it goes both ways, whether you win or lose.
Well, absolutely, and that's exactly what happened, you know, kind of with Spaghetti and Orbit when Gambit played them. A little bit more lax in the second rounds, and that's when a Gambit had the comebacks as, well, there we go. Captain Canada, he comes back with the retrieval off the stack. It's a 4-point lead for Legends.
Yeah, super fast stack from Skyla and Captain Canada, getting down there right in the nick of time to get that 2 points. Increasing that lead by an additional 2.
Yes, sir. So, a few minutes off the clock here, and Legends sticking with it, definitely. And I think a better way of putting what I was trying to say into words is just make adjustments if they are necessary, right? But you're not doing it based on emotion. That's the key there.
Absolutely.
You're not making emotional adjustments unless that is to say that, hey, we're playing with too high emotion, let's stop it. That's the only kind of emotional adjustment you can make. But otherwise, stick to the game plan and make adjustments only as logically needed.
That was a great attempt there, intercepted, but that was just also intercepted by Captain Will, keeping that possession for Gambit, keeping it down in Legends' end of the field. It will go down into the trap there. Can they retain possession? They will. Going for that pass out, but not going towards any teammates, unfortunately, bouncing right back into the bubble, giving it to the goalie, Captain Canada, who's going to pass it to Skyla. changing direction for Legends, getting that clear down to Gambit's end.
Good stacks as well there from a Gambit. You can see them. I mean, won't get the disc, so it will be just a double fake almost, and Caption takes it in. That was a nice move. No hesitation. That's the important part. It was really sharp. Just fake and then a take. I like it.
Yeah, like you said, there was no hesitation. It was just one fluid motion. Very nice.
Boom, boom, the 1-2 punch. Right in that replay.
Pow!
Very, very nice from Caption.
All right, Leo the Great. QBing the disc, looking for his passes, going for that pass, who stuns out their attacker. Very impressive from Supreme Bums there. Going for that clear, but it will bounce off the Geode. Getting it back into the hands of Legends, unfortunately. Who's going for that long court shot. Gonna bounce off the quarter of the barrier.
Captain Canada coming up from the barrier, snagging it right behind. What a grab from Captain Canada. That was a big one. It didn't even look like it was right in front of him. Let's see on the replay too, because that looked like, let's see here, dives down beneath, and yeah, just at the corner of his reach, you can just catch it barely on the replay, but yeah, he really had to extend his full wingspan just about to get that, so that was a nice grab.
Legends just completely changing it around in round 2 here. An 8-point lead just about halfway into this round. Great momentum shift. I don't know what they did, but they're keeping their passing game strong. They're getting the intercepts, getting the wins in those flurries, and they're just dominating round 2 so far.
Yeah, so single shot with that disc, continuing to do so by controlling the pace. This is, again, unchanged from what we saw in those first 10 minutes, even though it didn't work out in that first round in the OT. Yes, indeed, it was an OT win for Gambit for those just joining. I see the numbers popping up a little bit as that shot just pops up and off.
Oh, flurry of steals. Oh, another steal, another steal, another steal. Oh my goodness, it's back and forth, and a good intercept by Captain Canada, and another steal. And
you don't say.
Okay.
Somebody
Just
called the
steal
law
after
from Nitro, because right now, thievery aplenty.
All right, Captain Canada slowing it down again, getting it up to Caption, who's going to slow it down even further, looking for those passes, taking their time, knowing that they have an 8-point lead. They're not in a rush at all to score. They just want to keep control of the disc and get more points if they can. And that save by Mo Jolly. Fantastic save, but it will go back into the hands of Skyla.
That's kind of the worst part about it. You can make this really nice defensive play, but then you have the positioning of Legends just all over the floor, able to get the rebounds in the mid-line, and just it undoes all that great defense.
Oh, absolutely. Another great passing play here from Legends, and another save from, oh my. And then Captain Canada just taking that and pulling it in. Oh.
As I said, you have the defense, incredible. But you have the offense, just deflating. But good for the Legends, because they're up by 10. But I mean, those are just almost backbreaking to the mentality sometimes, because defense is tough. Mo Jolly's very good at it in goal, but you just hate to see it if you're that person, you know, having your steals and your saves just denied by rebounds and these re-grabs on the disc.
Yeah, beautiful cross-court passes there from Legends. Again, just holding on to it. Looks like we got Gambit setting up their defenses. They're going to take that disc back. Captain's looking for his passes. He's going to get it passed down to Supreme Buns. They need to get it out of their side of the court and get that possession down the other side of the field if they want any chance at coming back in round 2.
And Skyla, there he is playing the lanes and doing good steal and singing into the other side as well.
Oh, it was a great clear. It's bouncing back up to the wedge there. It's going to be picked up by Leo. Going for that back pass there to Supreme Buns. Clearing it down the right tunnel. Looking for the stacks to get down there and try and capitalize on chasing this disc. But it's going to be picked up by Captain Canada. Passing it back to the goalie who is going to miss. Can Supreme Buns get to this disc first? It's going to be slapped out. Going up into the hands of Supreme. Does Gambit have a chance here? They're going to back it out. Slowing it down just like Legends. Looking for those passes, trying to get some points on the board.
Yeah, they need to be quick. I mean, definitely playing the patient game on the offense as they can, but definitely need to be decisive too, and a bit aggressive here with only 2 minutes left, down double digits. So there's the quick recollection, sending it over maybe inadvertently into the ramp where it will be just slapped out there back to the midline. But again, under 2 minutes left, 10-point deficit. It's going to be tough.
Legends taking it back again, continuing on that crazy possession time. They just constantly keep taking that disc, holding on to it. It's now going up to Caption. Again, taking their time, pulling that defense out. They know they have the points. They know they have the lead. I think they're gonna play this tactic hard this round. Oh, looks like a drop out of the hand there. It's gonna give it to Captain Will, but ferociously stolen right back, and then again from Leo, stealing it back and intercepted by single shot.
The amount of control right now for the Legends is, again, this is why that was in their game plan, because they knew if they got ahead by a few buckets there, which they have in the second round this time again, they'd be able to kind of win what is just a battle of attrition of sorts, right? They're, not fast paced, but they don't need to be. They're ahead by 10.
Absolutely. Oh, and another intercept there by single shot. I actually find when you do this in game, it really improves your passing. It's almost like when you're not even worried about scoring, like you don't miss the passes. Like every pass here they're catching, but they're not attacking. They're just casually passing it around. It's like they're in practice.
Yeah, and it's just seeing this happen. I mean, the saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same, and this is just giving me, flashbacks of my old days of competition, where that was kind of the case. You play for the lead, then you play for the clock. You drag the defenses out. You don't take aggression that you don't need to.
Yeah, if you can get right to the goal like this and get another shot, then sure, why not?
Yeah.
That will be a 12-0 win for Legends for round 2 in 5 seconds as the clock times down.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be another interesting factor. I know in the past, with 3v3, when the game that was the meta and that was the style, you would see these discussions coming up from time to time, about the possibilities of shot clocks and things like that to manage, which maybe it'll crop up again. I don't know, but I think going into next season, especially because we're seeing some of these teams do this now, especially in North America, and now that it's being demonstrated on stream and it's being demonstrated, this is why this is a good thing to do to manage the clock. We saw it in the first round again, even though it didn't work out for Legends because of a potential mishandling of the disc or something went wrong in that play. But towards the end of the first round, what they were doing, it was a tied up game. They played the clock with less than 1 minute left. Legends just wasted the clock up until the last 20 or so seconds with the intention of being the last team to score, not give the other team a chance to score. So it's little things like that. Clock management, which is a big thing about sports in general.
Any sport, yeah.
And it's always been a factor in Echo, but I think in 4v4, as more people are getting comfortable with the meta, they're seeing right here, live and in person and on stream, why it can work as long as you can execute in space correctly.
Absolutely. But then, before we know it, someone's going to learn how to defend that very well. That's what I love about sports and any game is it keeps evolving.
Yeah.
Especially as new players come in, this wave of new players, we could be seeing those different strategies, different ideas, those natural players that are just great from day one.
Yeah, that's one of those factors. So I'm super interested in monitoring right now, though. A good grab by Supreme Buns. So I think based off of that, I mean, they've had a solid minute here of intermission time for Gambit to kind of recognize and maybe make those well-informed changes, addressing what went wrong and how to maybe combat this, starting to utilize maybe some stacks more as long as they, get back to defense faster. But if an advantage goes to the way of Legends, they're making sure that they're not allowed to just drain infinite clock, basically.
Absolutely. I mean, we're 40 seconds in now. We're seeing some great action to start this off. It is now being cleared out by Leo the Great down to Legends End. It's going to be a race for the disc, and it looks like it's going to be into the hands of Skyla, who's going to clear it right back down to the left tunnel, but it will get stuck, picked up by Leo the Great. Not sure where his teammates are. Goes for that pass and almost bounces luckily to Mojali, but it does go to the ceiling where it's picked up by Caption, who's going to pass it down over to his teammate Single Shot on the left side.
Yeah. And another thing, too, to point out, not to dwell on it too much, but just the whole energy factor as well, as that shot just goes off. Whoa, that was almost going to be in. It might still be. Oh, but losing the hands. Captain Canada. That is unfortunate, and it will be slung. Ouch, indeed. Shout out Spaghetti, I guess. Ow, but over here, we'll go to the bubble and maybe back into the hands here of Captain.
Ooh, beautiful opportunity for Captain Will. Oh, it goes for the shot, and it is thrown back out. Getting that clear to the tunnel down to Single Shot, who's going to go for that bottom bounce shot, but it will be into the hands of Mojali, reversing that direction all the way back to the Legends bubbles.
Yeah, and back again, but there's a stack.
Super.
So coming through the aggression that they needed, and looking for the disc to knock it loose, and I don't even know what my words did there, but it was language, I promise, and it's 2 points. And this is important because, look, 2 minutes in, and they did not allow Legends to do what they wanted to do, which is to work the slow play. You see that. I talked about the adjustments, and I know, again, coming off fresh and no one had the advantage, but you saw how aggressive they were playing with the stacks. They were bothering Legends very, very hard at the mid lane and all over the field. So that's exactly what they needed to at least get the first advantage.
Oh, absolutely. They got 3 people down there. They had a 3-on-1 advantage in a matter of a second, and right there again, getting that steal, holding onto it, going for that clear shot, knowing they got their stack buddy, but unfortunately getting stunned out. So it will be picked up by Legends, being thrown back to Captain Canada. Just gauging what their next move is going to be, looking for those passes, getting it passed over to single shot, not being pressured at all, taking his time, looking for his next move, passing it across to the other tunnel. Gonna bounce, unfortunately, up over his teammate's head, so it's gonna go into the hands of the defensive Gambit. Mo Jolly passes down to Captain Will, going for that possible mail slot shot, but unfortunately is a little short, and then the disc will be stolen by Captain.
And the quintessential Gambit fan over there, HNNH, cheering on Gambit and hoping they can keep on the momentum. And we'll see if that's the case here, but just look at what Gambit's doing. Again, the adjustments they've made, very, very good. They're not allowing Legends to play the way they want with some more good defense. Now it will still go the way of Caption, but a save and momentum shift, I do believe, is maybe starting to become real, but they need to get that clear and boost, otherwise it's just going to stay here again. And that was a big problem as well in the second round.
At least 2 Gambit members, if not 3, got a save there. That was just a beautiful display of defense from Gambit, keeping that disc out of the goal multiple times. Legends going in for the attack again. Caption giving that pass to Skyla above the goal and going behind the goal, tying this game up 2-2.
Yeah, so
wow.
That is the reason why we say defense is so difficult to master, because aside of the fact that you can't qualify every little thing about defense, just because some of it is just, it comes down to instincts and kind of knowing positioning and things like that, which is hard to just teach like textbook exactly sometimes. Yeah, you lose your assignment even once, like that backboarded player, and that's all it takes to score. It's just one misassignment. You have to have all your members really locked on.
Absolutely. Everyone needs to be on the same page, just like here, going for that pass.
Nice.
And almost a similar play. Pass from Captain to Supreme Buns above the goal, putting it in behind the goal, bringing Gambit up to that initial 2-point lead once again.
Yeah, so good job, again, keeping them on their heels. We saw Legends controlling the pace incredibly well those first 2 rounds, but right now, this pace is definitely in control and in the advantage of Gambit's game plan. They want these rush passes. They want these clears and these boosts, because that's not what Legends are trying to do. And so if they can keep this up, they're going to have themselves a good 3rd round. I mean, they already are.
Absolutely. Gambit shaking it up the meta here, getting their boost, pressuring the passes. They're guiding Legends to do what they want them to do, it almost seems like. They're ready for every pass, and right now Legends does have the disc. Captain looking for his options, getting it over to Skyla in the tunnel. Ooh. Going for that long shot, open 3 and just dinging off the corner pocket, but boosting right in from Legends. Captain Canada passing it back to Skyla, going for that shot, and Mo Jolly with that phenomenal save out of nowhere. Wow, Gambit getting it cleared down to Legends' end.
Mo Jolly, good golly, as Captain Will tries, but again, the just misread on the disc, and that's the only thing that Gambit doesn't have going their way is just kind of getting control of it on this side of the floor. On their side of the floor, they're playing fantastic defense, but once it comes to the Legends side, you know, Legends are getting the disc back more than maybe Gambit would like.
Looking for that pass. It is going to miss their teammate, but it bounces down off the Geode. It is going to be picked up by single shot. Doesn't see getting stunned out. Mo Jolly flipping that disc around, but it does bounce off the walls. Just sliding past Skyla, floating to the midfield.
Yeah, there it is again. So they stack there on the approach, just trying to play the pacing. They disconnect a bit, but you see the Legends aren't able to play it slow. And you know what? It's worth mentioning. I've seen the same thing too over on the European side. You look at the Phantoms with their 24-0 record. And the biggest piece of advice I've given on those times, because Phantoms know how to play it slow and back it out a bunch. the only times I've really seen them bleed on that team is when teams have pressed up aggressively in the mid line, whether it's stacks, man-to-man, doesn't matter. That's how you counter slow play, honestly, is with fast play. You need to be controlled, but you need to be quick.
24-0, that's crazy. That's good. Oh,
That's
great
crazy.
steal there, and stealed right back by Leo the Great, and getting it cleared down to midfield. But yeah, 24-0 is fantastic. I mean, all Chaos has to say is we have the only team with over 30 games on the season. That's our claim to fame.
Well, impressive in itself, as well as all the exciting finishes to said matches. So there's a lot of factors there.
Absolutely.
Right here, we're looking at an exciting finish for this match. Gambit and Legends. I mean, look at this. A 2-point match here as the pass goes down low. The single shot crossing it over to Skyla, but missing that one.
Beautiful display of passes there. 5 or 6 just quick, accurate, on point. The defense wasn't able to keep up, but unfortunately the shot was just a little wide. But it looks like they're going to line up and try it again. Little over 2 minutes. Lots of time to make this play happen and tie this game up.
And up high, so almost a missed assignment again. We saw that earlier, which bought Legends their only goal in this round, I think. Now just going for the forward pass. They're going to head up, but Captain Kenna getting stunned up. And now Captain with the recovery. But look at this flurry. And another save from Mojali. The biggest one of the night so far with less than 2 minutes left in this third round.
What Mojali just on fire with those saves. And that was a very crucial save. At this point in the game with 1 minute and 45 seconds left, that was a crucial save. And now that was a beautiful clear downfield. It's going to be a boost for the disc being picked up by Supreme. Looking for his passes and clear it to the left tunnel.
Now, I know some people will look at the score and you say, oh, it'd be more fun if they scored more and this and that. And I agree. Good offense is fun to watch. But this match, this third round specifically, has been such beautiful adjustments at so many different levels. It makes it a thing of beauty in its own. It's crazy as right now going for a good stun. It's Mojali now getting it out. Get the boost, someone, and get to the other side of the floor for both of these teams, because any score with 1 minute left is going to be so dangerous. And right now holding onto the disc and clear again.
Wow, the action of this third round is just phenomenal. And that bounce off the block there, Skyla going to the goal. Can he tie this game up? Yes, he will tie it up with less than a minute to go. 4-4.
Oh,
amazing
my
play.
Goodness, Dano. So incredible defense between some of those stuns and then the ever crucial saves. The intensity is right through the roof and beyond.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of hope this goes to overtime. But, I mean, I would like to see a team just in this last 30 seconds just take it home and get a goal. But the way this match is going, I know an overtime would just be insane.
Oh, this is
gonna
not
boost down
good,
here.
though, because
Cass is going to go only uncontested, getting in that goal. Getting that 2-point lead and with only 12 seconds left. Oh, this round will be going in favor of Legends, and Legends taking the series.
What a good game that was from Gambit, but Legends coming through in the end with the excitement. And very tough loss for Gambit. They came so close, and just like the games versus Spaghetti, just like the games versus Orbit, just clawing up on that gold division, and they are absolutely, by my admission, going to be a gold team going to the next season if they keep this up, because I cannot accentuate or overstate how fun of a match that was. I don't care that it was low scoring. That was a game of big brains and big plays and big saves, and it did amaze, rest assured.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yes, high scoring can be a little bit more fun to watch at times. But, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this match. Yes, low scoring, but the constant back and forth, the defense, all the saves from Mojali, for example. I mean, let's see what you got. 7 saves. Way more than I would ever get. So impressive in my mind. Yeah. Beautiful plays, both defensive and offensively. Some great passes, great cut passes, all around an entertaining game.
Absolutely. I'm trying to check up here too with one of our games that may have indeed waited there, High Voltage and Mirage potentially. So we'll see how that goes. But you can again see these stats, the GGs and the open comms coming from the teams aplenty for sure.
It's like 99%.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, so we're going to leave you here on the highlight screen real quick, and I'm just going to figure out if we do have that next match. And if not, we'll be back in a second. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed that awesome game.
Yes, me too.
Oh, and quick update. Looks like they did in fact wait. So, for our final match, we do indeed have High Voltage versus Mirage coming up next. So just a few minutes, and we'll be going on to that. Well, well. Hello, everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. If you haven't been here for the last few hours, you've been missing some amazing gameplay. Needless to say, we've had multiple round threes. We've had multiple OTs. We've had a lot of great highlight plays, and just a great way to finish off the regular season as we get a challenge match of Mirage versus High Voltage. And with an equal amount of high voltage and electricity and maybe a little bit of eccentricity on my part, I'm Palidore, joined by Dano, McFulous. How's it going? What's happening here?
It's going great. I'm not really... Oh, it looks like they're communicating. All right, this is a new strategy.
I see. Okay, so it's someone accidentally went into spectator. They accidentally clicked it on the way out on the podium. No harm done. That's okay. You know what? False start. We're trying to whet your appetite here, Twitch. That's all.
We're just making sure you're ready.
Yeah. B-Love in there. Saying Dano doing great. Say Gilligan, Meatballer, Cruisin, Fontac, SirDimwi, T. Sentner, and HNNH. The Gambit's biggest fan, I guess.
Oh, the Gambit fan, yeah.
Yeah, Cyanide as well. All right, Dano. For real this time, round one.
All right. Yes, there we go. Much back to speed there. And the joust is won by Mirage, getting to Saluna and will be saved by Crosscheck.
Well, okay, Crosscheck, fine. You're gonna start it off that way on me. By all means, that's how it's gonna be, and that's okay. You know what, Crosscheck? Fantastic goalie. He had a one-round match, I believe it was, versus Invictus a few weeks ago. The first round, he had like 8 saves, 9, something like that, as Laws are the best, looking mighty fine on the 2-point shot.
Beautiful passing game from High Voltage there. 3 or 4 passes, getting it right into the goal for this early 2 points, only 30 seconds in.
I think that's one of my seasonal highlights for sure, just that game from Crosscheck a few weeks back. One of the most impressive at any level, just goalkeeping displays I've seen. He was absolutely every single shot in that first round was a save by Crosscheck, it felt like.
I unfortunately do not know that match, so I cannot comment on that. But I can comment on Fontac carrying the disc up here, unpressured. Wow, I couldn't even find my words. Getting that pass down to Venom. Getting pressure in the bubble, though, going back into the bubble and passing it to Tony for that light just tap into the goal.
And man, I was so distracted by all the other hype of the evening and all that, that stuff. I didn't realize that, hey, Venom's on Mirage right now. So how about that coming in here? Subbing looks like formerly on Team Nova.
Ooh, very nice to see him out there playing. I actually didn't even notice as well until you just pointed that out.
Yeah.
That works.
This is going to get lost in the mid here, though, but going to get cleared out by Sonic down to Mirage's end. Floating just past High Voltage's players and getting that clear out down to High Voltage's end.
Yeah, well, right there will be sent out and just gotten by Fontac for Mirage. So gets that disc back. Not too much of an issue there for Mirage. On the note of the open comms you just heard too, the most wholesome open comms I've ever heard was earlier in the week, either this week or last week. As hold on, Tony time, no, will not be online, but you know what, Fontac is for the rebounded shot. But I just want to say, yeah, that Tints match, there is no team versus Mirage. Best open comms of all time, I think, towards the end of that game.
I don't believe I know what happened there. If I do, I've forgotten. What happened?
Well, it went to 3 rounds, and it was a very competitive series. Mirage kind of surprising with a round 1 upset against Tint. Tint ended up coming back, but boy, it just went down to the last minutes basically of every single round, and then by the end of it, legitimately the most untilted, friendly, happy comms from all 8 players I've ever heard, ever. And I've heard a lot of comms, so not all of them all too happy at that. But that one was fun to watch.
Was that one of Tint's reverse sweep matches? One of their many that they've had?
You've called it, yes. Yes, it was.
Oh, Tony getting the disc here. Looking for his teammates. No pressure at the moment. Now getting some pressure there. Passing it back up to Fontac. Again, taking his time. Playing the clock down. Looking for his teammates. Getting it back to Tony in the bubble. Up to Venom in the ceiling. Going for that shot, but it will be stolen by Lulz, who's going to clear the disc downfield.
And just getting stuck up there in middle with Fontac. He's going to go for the pass over to Venom here near the bottom. Venom hitting the nice one to Saluna. 22, and it is a 4-point lead overall, though.
Beautiful backboard shot there, just right from above there, getting it off that triangle and going in smoothly. bringing the lead for Mirage up to 4 points, 6-2, 6 minutes remaining.
Also, in the event that anyone anyone from Milk happens to be watching, I saw your comment in the Discord. I recognized it as we were starting the game, but maybe it was on purpose. And if it was, what are you gonna do about it, huh? I spelt creamy wrong with a Y like a normal person instead of IE. So anyway, back to the action. But I just wanted to get that out of the way there.
Fontak, again, holding onto that disc, waiting for that pressure, just looking for his teammates. Going through the tunnel, getting that pass down, but it's going to bounce just off of the block. Going a little awry, but it's still picked back up. Oh, but stolen from Fire Ninja, changing the direction of the disc in High Voltage's favor. Down to Lulz in the middle, up to Sonic in the tunnel. A pass back down to Lulz, but a little bit too much of a lead on it.
Yeah, Lulz will still get the disc back eventually, but maybe thinking the teammate at the feet was actually an enemy. But nonetheless, Fire Ninja will just make up for it with a nice move right under the arms there of the goalie.
That was just a nice casual shot there from Fire Ninja, closing the gap from Mirage. Only a 2-point lead now, a little under 5 minutes to go.
So I'm curious too, just on your account, who are some teams that you faced this season that you're thinking are going to have like a big standout season 2, where they're going to make that, you know, that gap cross? Obviously, hopefully for Chaos, I'm going to expect to see them go into you know, silver and beyond, and I expect it, quite frankly. But besides Chaos, who are you eyeballing here in bronze?
I'm definitely watching Space Force. I've been liking them and watching their. Another one's Invictus. They actually played against each other the other day, and I was so excited for that match just because even in the match I said I love both of these teams. So they're definitely two I'm going to be watching. And another one that just kind of, for myself, is Tint.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I like that team, so. But definitely those other two.
What team? There is no team.
Exactly. You understand the way.
That I do.
Oh, going for that shot there, just missed. Picked up by Lulz there. Going to attempt to clear that out, but picked right back up by Fontak. We got Mirage right into the bubble here, up to Tony in the shoulder. Going for that shot. It was saved, but then put right back in by Tony.
I love almost in unison. I said oh, and I think 3 or 4 different people in the open comms said oh, and oh indeed.
Oh.
Spaghetti. Oh. That's the second time I've shouted out spaghetti in the last 10 minutes.
Go Spaghetti. Oh, going for that shot on the open 3. Beautiful shot.
Now that was a huge one from Saluna. Saluna, of course, the, I suppose, breakout star almost. Not that people don't know who Saluna is. You know, she's been playing this game for a very long time herself and is a very talented player. But as far as competitive play and as far as VR Master League goes, that game that she had, Mirage versus Tint that I was talking about, ridiculous. She was just a scoring machine, needless to say.
Ooh, Mirage trying to pressure with her stack, getting that disc out. Lulz does send it down, but it's going to go right into the hand of Fontak, who's going to clear it back down, and intercepted by Fire Ninja. Going for that shot on the open 3, and he's going to get the 3-point shot, closing that gap.
Absolutely. Fire Ninja, good game so far. It's at least the second, I think. Yeah, 5 points total. I remember when High Voltage, Planet Express, formerly known as, casting their first match. I didn't know these players too well either. I remember Fire Ninja stood out as a player in that first match of theirs, where he had a lot of good strikes, a lot of good scores in the goal. And since then, I've gotten to know all these High Voltage players to a degree and understand what they're capable of. And I'll get to more of their individuals over the course of the game, I suppose, not to waste too much time here. But needless to say, I'm impressed with the talent on High Voltage.
Oh, absolutely. Getting into the bubble here, Saluna looking for that pass, going to Venom, going for that shot, and it is saved by Crosscheck. Another great save.
Absolutely. Maybe trying to do it again, but unable to. Saluna painting that top corner. Exactly what she needed to do.
Mirage lengthening their lead, 6-point lead with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. They're sitting in a fairly comfortable spot right now. Joust advantage is to High Voltage. Excited to see what they do with their rollout.
Seeing a lot of Tony time spam there in the chat. I know he had that dunk earlier, but I'm waiting for something just a little bit extra. You can't just give the Tony times willy-nilly.
Right? Then it loses meaning.
Exactly. That said, given the craziness of, that gets actually rebounded, and it's just going to be a shot from, guess who? Fire Ninja! It's 9 points now, and they're closing this gap a bit here late.
Yeah, a little late, 4-point lead. I think there's technically enough time on the clock, but they would have to be 2 perfectly executed plays. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, time definitely not on the side there, but even despite that, as we mentioned on some of these streams sometimes, right, where you're playing for the second round momentum with some of these scores.
Absolutely, and the high voltage has been picking up momentum this first round, so I'm sure they'll continue it into the second round, and we'll see a much closer second round.
Yeah, because it was looking at like a point there where it might have just been Mirage really pulling away and maybe about to blow that lead open to something, much more large than it is right now. As one more, round ending. And not only that, after the good rounds went out. Tisk, 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 although they're laughing about it, so all is well.
Absolutely, they're all in good spirits.
Yeah. So 15-9 on that one, and as I said, open comms from these teams, and when Mirage is involved or high voltage is involved, it's fun and friendly. I really love that.
Absolutely, those are my favorite games to watch when everyone's getting along, enjoying the game, just loving it, playing for the fun of it. And half of our matches, some of our challenge matches this season was just because, well, we want to play more.
Hold on. Hold on. Listen, hold on. I gotta go. I'm going back to the gameplay. Wait, just observe.
We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
We got this. We got this.
Okay.
Yes, team camaraderie, team spirit.
That is.
Love it.
That's far more important than reading the stats. In fact, you can get the stats right here. So look, 2 birds with 1 stone.
They're doing a team dance or a team cheer or whatever they're doing there, but hey, if that's going to get the spirits up, that's exactly what's needed. And the momentum they had in round 1, if they get that team spirit up and carry that momentum forward and build on it, this could be an electrifying round 2.
I have such a big smile on my face right now, and I love these people. It's round 2. I'm loving us some Mirage and high voltage. Let's go.
Joust going to high voltage, but it will be picked up by Mirage, passing it down to Tony. Tony getting that clear downfield, but that clear will be intercepted by Crosscheck. Going for that pass down to midfield to Lulz. Getting that pass all the way downfield to Fire Ninja. Gonna go 2-on-1 with the goalie. Gonna go for that first shot. Gonna open this game with a 2-point shot.
And even then, the nice shots coming out from multiple people. Hello, Master Tier. Master Tier teams of Master League. You see how friendly they are? I'm just saying. I know, I'm just also just messing with you guys. I know, competition, it gets tight. It's energetic, it's physical, it's sports, so I'm just, of course, kidding. But I do, in realness, love what I'm seeing from these teams here.
Oh, absolutely. Even those matches where, people are getting frustrated with each other, it's because everyone just loves the game so much and they're passionate about it. At the end of the day, we're all still friends.
Absolutely, top to bottom. Even when things get a little heated and competitive sometimes, I think there's a reason why all of us are still in the game after all these years. Like in those, especially at those top divisions full of veterans. And right now, a shot full of venom. In fact, so poisonous for the 3.
Looks like Lulz just dropped the disc on the corner of that wedge there, and then getting stunned out by Venom, who had that opportunity on the open net and sinking that goal, bringing Mirage to a 1-point lead in round 2.
Yeah. Taking a look at the chat too, a lot of hyped up people in there, and also people appreciating that mid-round highlight we had there from High Voltage, but saying that's awesome, SirDimwi, and yeah, fun times right here. Mirage with a disc, they're up by 1.
Ooh, beautiful pass down to Venom there. Venom with the clear downfield. This disc is anyone's game, a race for it. Venom's going to get it, going for that open goal, and another 3 points for Venom, bringing Mirage to 6 points.
And there we go. So maybe again we saw this little earlier. Mirage they get back-to-back points, some threes in there, and you say, well, maybe they're about to pull away big time, but we don't know. We'll see, because High Voltage, they definitely came back themselves towards the end of the first round, so anything could change basically at the flip of a quarter. I don't think that's a phrase, but now it is.
It is now. Gilligan looks like he's saying he taught Venom that in the chat, saying he taught him that too with his next three-pointer.
Well,
getting that
to you.
Sorry. Getting that clear out. It is in the hands of Sonic, but I'm not sure if he stunned it or dropped it right there. But nonetheless, it is picked up by Fire Ninja, who will be stunned out. The disc picked up by Saluna, stunned out again, picked up by Sonic Roland, and another stun in this flurry of stuns until the disc is finally cleared out, down to High Voltage's bubble.
Stun, 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 stun. Looking forward to the weekend as Saluna takes the 2-point shot, 8-2 for Mirage.
Beautiful shot. That was a quick catch and release, getting Mirage to a 6-point lead now. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Yeah, Saluna, another shot lighting it up there. We see people in the goal, Liam and Matthew, Diablo. Yeah, Saluna putting up the points and kind of undoing, you know, anything. We saw Fire Ninja lighting up earlier in that first round and a little bit here in a second, but Saluna just a class of her own, it seems like, in these last couple games, because continuing to have some just really nice scoring outputs.
Saluna upsetting High Voltage's passing there, getting it down to the bubbles in the hands of Tony, who goes to put it in, but it is safe by cross-check. Gonna be a race to the disc, picked up by Saluna once again, going for that pass. Actually gonna go in the hands of Tony, but stolen away from the High Voltage.
Yeah, and back to Fontac as the positioning comes out from these teams. Oh, nice bothering there, though. Lulz are the best. Tries to stack up. A good shield as well. Lulz doing a little bit of it all. Trying to get the clear and just recollect with Ninja. And getting it back to Venom, though. So doing everything but the clear, unfortunately. However, it's about to get stuck at the midline again, it seems.
Couple attempts at cleared there. Getting stuck in the midline, but it is finally getting out there. Was picked up by Fontac, but stunned out by Sonic. And it's going to get picked up by Saluna, looking for her options, gonna make that clear all the way downfield.
And looking like it'll wind up in the hands of Venom. And again, that's another 3-point from him.
Beautiful assist, a beautiful shot, bringing Mirage to a 9-point lead.
And Gilligan is proud of that again. So, yeah, Venom putting up some points. I mean, what, we have 9 points for Venom, so just 3 after 3 after 3. And, well, now after you, Dano.
And Saluna getting that defense there, getting that disc back to the goalie, to Fontac, who has lots of time, no pressure. Looking for the teammates, goes for that pass to the tunnel, but they're just not there, but it is recollected by Saluna, luckily off that bounce. With another beautiful clear from Saluna all the way downfield.
And as a cross-check takes place in the goal, right there is home going for. Oh, great pass to Tony, but save, cross-check.
Oh, the action behind that goal there. It is going to be picked up here by Fontac, getting stolen right away from Sonic and Fire Ninja, who Sonic clears it downfield, bouncing off the Geode, going back into the hands of Venom for Team Mirage.
And with 4 minutes remaining here in the second round, Mirage may be looking to close this out as a shot gets taken from deep, but cross-checks right there at his nest. I guess almost figuratively and literally, but yeah, he just guards that with his life, and he does it so well.
Ooh, going for that lower bounce shot, but it is a little short. Gonna go back into the hands of Venom, looking for his teammates, taking his time, being unpressured, moving it forward, now getting some pressure, tossing it over to Fontac. Moving downfield, getting that long pass down to Tony. Tony going towards the goal, hoping for that advantage, but the other team does stack up and get there before he has that opportunity.
And just neutralizing each other on those punches, but eventually coming away with it. It's Saluna going for maybe a pass intended as Tony just misses that narrow window there in that slice angle. And then there's the stacks coming through for High Voltage, but getting it back is Venom.
Ooh, and getting that pass right up to Saluna on the ceiling, getting that backboard shot, but it is going to be deflected and going to be cleared down by cross-check down to the other side of the field. Ooh, but with that boost, Saluna picks it right back up again.
And maybe going up for some points, attempted at least, couldn't get the connection on that shot, but Fontac there with a pass and will just bounce to Saluna. Unintended target, but a target no less.
Mirage just killing this possession time. Now they're going to get another chance for another shot here, and they're going to get the backboard shot by Saluna for another 2 points.
Yeah, just absolutely full throttle on the offense. Full throttle Saluna for 13-2 here, Mirage.
All right, a little over 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in round 2. Joust advantage to high voltage. Passing that disc down to the tunnel of the Fire Ninja with a quick pass, and not really sure what happened there, but the disc changed direction, getting cleared down. It's going to now be a race for the disc for possession.
And possession will go, it looks like to Venom and Fontac, both stacked up on each other. Some good speed being shown in the regrabs. Saluna going off to the backboard this time and unable to get the shot, letting out a Rebel Yell. Unable to convert on that one, but it will go to the middle line where maybe they'll have a chance with all these stacks coming out from 4 players from Mirage.
Who that tap down is picked up by Sonic, who attempts to clear but bounces off the bow tie. Goes back into the hands of Venom. Venom passing it up to Saluna on the barrier, going for another shot and another goal by Saluna for an additional 2 points, bringing that lead to a double-digit 13-point lead.
Yeah, and someone shouting out, what was a nice pass at the deep other end of the floor, but 15-2, and with 1 minute 20 left at this point, the high voltage playing for some points, maybe not the win, but just some momentum and, you know, just the pride points, I suppose, to end this night. I mean, giving it a really good effort no matter what. Again, I love high voltage, absolutely, and, you know, lows are the best, too. One of the very frequent viewers in the chat throughout the weeks.
Absolutely. Whether you're going to win or you're going to lose, play your hardest right to the very end. You know, if you love the game, you're going to play it no matter what. I know with me, it's always played right to the end, and it looks like this team is no exception. Their passing game is just on point right now. You know, they might be able to get a couple of points, and going against the goalie one-on-one, and they get 2 more points on the board. Exactly what they were hoping for.
Yeah, nice soft touch off the backboard, painting that corner, so got the angle. And when I cheer that, don't for a minute think I'm being sarcastic, because guess what? Palidore, yeah, he was a champion back in the day. He plays quote-unquote high-level play. I still am absolutely awful at backboard shots. Trust. So when I give people props, it's serious off of those backboard plays. Shout out QL Young. As right now, it's going to be Tony getting it stolen though. And there's Sonic rolling, trying to roll in with the steal, but it's just going to go to the midline and ending this round 15-4. The good spirits, I'll let it speak for itself here.
Team's excited. Team's happy.
All right. So
Well, looks like they may continue to a third.
barring anything else, I'm gonna just check real quick to make sure there's no other scheduling things that snuck up on me, and there's not. So if these teams play, then we might stay here. Oh, actually, so now I'm seeing they're yelling at each other a little bit because someone actually set it to best of 3, which I don't think is a default in privates. So someone actually did the correct thing, and now they're upset about it. So am I a little bit.
Oh, because it ended, yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, I'm playing striker this time. Me too.
All right. Looks like they're still gonna play.
Doing it.
You know what? On that note, I'll gladly stick around for one more round. I don't know about you, Dano, but this is the final night, you know, and I'm cool with this. These teams, way too good. They're better sports than they have any right to be. So
Absolutely no. I'll stick around.
I feel like it's my duty almost, especially since they waited for
match.
half an hour. You know, like why not?
Absolutely.
So you know what? I hope Twitch chat on this final match of the regular season of Season 1. I hope you guys stick around too and support this because these teams, they've got the right stuff here in VRML.
Don't do it. That's not no.
Absolutely. This should be a fun match. I mean, I'm sure they'll appreciate seeing their last match casted as well here. I know when we got that surprise one casted for our third round, we were so excited.
Oh,
Beautiful shot.
my goodness. Who else but Saluna off the backboard, Dano?
Of course it was. Saluna. Feels like the last few is all Saluna.
And also, oh wait, Dimwi's cast. Wait, what's happening? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Dimwi. make it up to you. If you want to take my spot on this cast, you can right now. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh. What is happening?
I don't know.
Well, they're going for that pass. It is going to be a little lost to the ceiling there. Going to be cleared down. Picked up, though, by Crosscheck, but stolen right back by Saluna. Clearing it down, going for that possible bounce shot at the bottom, but it will bounce off of Trench, and going for that super angle on the top shot.
Hold on. Before you say anything else, my eyes were closed. Was it Saluna?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, it was Saluna. All right. Well,
how did you know?
Just a guess.
That caster prediction.
Indeed, right there. There's Lulz and Crosscheck training on through, looking for a clear, looking for a boost, and bouncing right back into the side corner.
It's a bounce pass.
Ooh, bouncing up, getting collected by Tony. Going for what looked like might have been a shot, but bouncing off of one of the blocks. But it looks like it will still be picked up by Saluna. Going for that pass over to Fontac, who puts it in for 2 points.
And an assist there by Saluna. Just a little bit of a missed joust on that one, but that's still got it right back here for High Voltage. And for those who do stick around for this final match towards the end, I'll tell you what, at the risk of making Sealable a little upset since it's not his match, I'm feeling like a Gopnik is in order tonight, just to end it. One more Gopnik, I can't. You're gonna get it. And for those who don't know what Gopnik is, I guess you'll see.
Gonna say, what's a Gopnik?
You'll see.
All right, I'm excited.
You should be.
All right, perfect. Tony walking it down the court. All 4 members of High Voltage.
What in the world?
They did something that me and Chaos have talked about doing. I don't know how many times where all of us just go to one corner of the goal and they can't get it past. And that is what they just did.
It's Tony time on that play. 1v4 somehow scored through the great wall of voltage.
And that headbutt off the joust. Bouncing into the tunnel. And we're just waiting for someone to come pick it up, and it's gonna be Venom, but it's stunned out and taken by Sonic right away. Sonic going for that shot, but it is deflected. Going right back to Sonic again.
And a quick shout out to Lemming rating with a party of 2. Well, that's quite nice. Glad for you guys to join us. Played with, as I mentioned, Lemming and Simeon, my old Eclipse teammates. Played for the first time on the same team just last night on the Quest version. Really enjoyed ourselves there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so good to see you, Lemming. Good to see everyone here stopping in chat. As right now trying to go for the goal, Sonic rolling, but it's Saluna the stun the steal.
Watch this.
Saluna carrying that disc down, going for that long court shot, bouncing just off the top of the barrier, getting into the hands of Crosscheck, passing it back to the tunnel, but it will be picked up by, you guessed it, Saluna again, going for that long court shot, and almost gets the backboard shot.
And the graceful defense from Fire Ninja and Crosscheck bears mentioning here. And what again is for you guys joining us, Exhibition 3rd round. The game was won by Mirage, and these guys are just having fun. And you know what? I can't think of a better way to end the regular season of our inaugural season of VRML than with good sports like this, just enjoying themselves and having fun. Because like you said earlier, Dano, this is in fact what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether you win or lose, both these teams are super excited. They enjoyed playing together, and they decided to just keep playing some more. Love it.
Yeah, for the love of the game.
Yep, absolutely.
So off that. Oh.
Beautiful clear.
I have to say that has no right to go in. It almost did, but Fontac here with a goal off the back, maybe, but couldn't quite connect. Gonna get to Venom's hands.
Ooh, getting that beautiful pass down to Tony from the ceiling and just putting that in for the 2 points.
Yeah, Tony getting that score there. Now they're up by a dozen. He had that incredibly explosive 1v4 earlier. I mean, 4 defenders. It was impressive. That was Tony time worthy. Right there, just being assisted by Venom for that soft roll into the back of the goal.
Ooh, and headbutting it down. And ooh, it is picked up by Crosscheck. That was very close to getting picked up by Mirage. Going up over those defenders, but into the hands of Tony. Tony going to pass it down to the tunnel into Venom. Venom passing it all the way down the court up to Saluna. And as per the history from this match, Saluna with another 3 points.
And up to, let's see here, 9 in this
9.
round. Wow. So,
All right, Joseph, go ahead.
sorry, also just to the chat, I see a lot of you guys sticking around. Really appreciate that, honestly, showing the support, you know, not to us, you know, forget about us, but showing the support to these two teams and just for the league in general. Glad to see that. If any of you have any kind of shout-outs or things you want to make that are something that I would shout out, you can feel free to type your questions or your messages, highlight them with those channel points that you're so dying to spend, as Saluna will expend herself for the shot.
Ah, who would thunk it? Saluna with another 2-pointer, assist by Venom.
Yeah, that's actually been, what, 2 or 3 in a row, I think,
Yeah.
of Venom assists, and then
think
Saluna
so.
with the shots. And so Sputnik in there saying shout out to all the teams and the viewers. Yeah, absolutely. This is what the community is about. Hence why we're here. Hence why you're here. Hence why SirDimwi has delayed his podcast for us. And why he's here. Why Venom is here. You know, coming in with a 1 off the goal. That's just going to be near, but not too close or close enough as Saluna rebounds it.
Ooh, and Saluna does get the disc stolen and slapped back down to midfield. Boosting for the disc, though, it is going to be Mirage picking it up by Tony. Tony looking for his options, going down uncontested, lots of time to find his teammates, going for a, I'm not sure. That was a pass to the top, a couple stuns here, getting picked up by Sonic, looking to clear it now. Lul's clearing it out to the other side.
Yeah, and we'll be off into the other end here. A couple minutes remaining, maybe eyeing that Mercy situation, but it will be taken out, just losing it off the window as Saluna goes for that deep pass to midline, actually, over to Venom.
And all the excitement, I didn't even realize they were only Mercy. They might do it. They got some time here if they collect themselves. Venom going up to Saluna. Saluna, knowing her history, the pressure's on for Saluna now. Backing it out, waiting for that opportunity, looking for Venom. Gets the disc to Venom, who passes it right back to Fontac. The passing game, wow, right back to Saluna. Over to Venom again. Constant passes, close shot.
Yes, sir. There's one more shot just missing there. And shout out. Chucky Joseph says, call me a comedy. Chucky Joseph is a comedy genius. Sponsored by Palidore.
It's amazing.
Yes, and also shout out to the Grandpa Joseph, which doesn't in fact sound like a grandpa's name, Grandpa Joe. But yes, shout out to him. Shout out to Papa Saluna. I don't think that's how that works. But shout out to Saluna.
Oh, Fontac with the disc. Looks like they're trying to get the 3 points. They know they need a 3. They're having some fun with it now. You can tell both teams, even the goalie, waving his hands up and down like he's doing jumping jacks.
And well, the shot a little bit jacked on that one, but it will be going right back up to the backboard, and Fontac taking it. 17 points, 1 minute left. Gauche, as they go for the goal, it's Venom. Oh no, Gauche says, Palidore, call Tony. Oh, I can't do that. I love Tony. I love Tony. Boomer goes the dynamite. Tony time. He ignited earlier for a nice play. Like to see it. And we're about to wind down this game.
Yes, just under 40 seconds to go in this exhibition match. It's going to be caught there by Sonic, dancing around on the floor, looking for his teammates, finds the pass over, but it does bounce off the geode and get slapped out by Tony.
All right, and as we wind down the final 20 seconds of our inaugural season, regular season here.
Oh! And that will be this exhibition match.
Yeah, and in lieu of speaking, well, hold on here.
I wasn't sure if you cut out there or not.
I first wanted to just, in lieu of speaking, I just went right to the barrier there where it showed the name, which was indeed Saluna, because the UI was not showing. And then I wanted to focus on the players with a good sportsmanship. Yeah, so.
That was so fun.
Wow, what an end to that round, though. Getting that Mercy win in that last second, that 3-pointer.
Absolutely.
Great way to end the exhibition match at the end of this regular season.
Yeah, that was you gotta love it. Good stuff.
And I'm happy that I was a part of it.
Me too. So we'll go to back to the round 2 screen. We won't record the stats or anything from that third round, because it was just kind of that exhibition. But yeah, it was a fun game. Strong match indeed from Saluna. Venom as well coming in there. High voltage, showing some good fortitude as well as the good sportsmanship. We saw that amazing sequence in there between round 1 and 2 where they just kind of gathered all together and huddled. Love the fun. It's been fun. It's been crazy. It's been sweaty. It's really hot in this room, but you know what? It's been all worth it. And I think Dano would agree. Sputnik, SirDimwi, so much for subtlety. We got wit and boy, I hope I don't miss people. Swift, and I should probably pull up my casters list as I give shout outs here. But at the same time, just there's so many people who've contributed to the league in this first season through a lot of ups, maybe a few downs, and some learning processes. Certainly, member, shout out to what was it, Blockhead Door or Blockhead Pally, whatever it was. As I made mistake after mistake for probably the first hour of this stream, but we won't mention that, even though I just did. And despite all that, you know what? We ended the right way. It was fun. That is to say, I still see just about the same constant viewers sticking on the stream, and I think I owe you a special little something. So without further ado, before we conclude this stream, actually I'll hand it off to Dano first. Let you say your piece, because I'm sure there's a lot of things maybe you have to say about this game and this match. But I'm gonna leave you guys with some Gopnik in a second here. Promise.
I mean, this game overall was really good. We saw another impressive display from High Voltage. You saw that teamwork really come together near the end. I am very sad that the season is coming to an end. I mean, we still have finals right around the corner.
Qualifiers,
I'm sure. Yeah, qualifiers, round robin. I'm sure season 2 won't be too far away. I'm hoping not. But nonetheless, very excited to continue to be a part of the VR community and continue helping out any way I can, and hopefully spend some more time with all you lovely viewers here in the Twitch.
All right, so I will go through one final shout out to everyone who's helped us here in the casting crew, whether it was preseason or season 1. We've got the list for you. So it's Andy W. We got B Love, Captain Canada, Caption, Dano McFabulous, Dash Kung, Mini Hat, Nightfire, Palidore. Oh, that's me. Redrumba, Reality Check VR, Rosie Hope, Shepherd, SirDimwi, Skinny. You're fired. Just kidding. You're hired. So much for subtlety. Love you. And SputnikKobra. You're all right, but I love you too. Showing love for the community in the Twitch chat. We got Strembitsky. He did his one cast. Didn't do it with Andy. That's okay. We're going to get past that and maybe recollect for season 2. We got Swift over in EU. Then Tutorial Bot. It's true. VR Jersey as well. And Wit. He's mighty swell. We got Zux. Doesn't suck. I love him a lot. And we got ourselves a conclusion to our season in a very awkward little rap. You're welcome. Anyway.
Woo!
With that said, folks, shout out to SirDimwi's podcast starting imminently, I'm sure, but until then, I'm just giving you crap, Sputnik. I said I love you right after. You love the community. I know Sputnik's super passionate, so don't worry. Not shade. I'm just joking with you. Same with Skinny. Don't worry. You're not fired today. Okay, but folks, until next weekend with our qualifiers, I've been Palidore. That's been Dano McFabulous, and that's been a conclusion to our regular season of VR Master League. I'll leave you with this. Back-to-back, Gopnik. Have a good night, ladies and gents. It's Tony time!
Make it a double. Since we're making it a double, I want to warn you that if you're prone to seizures, you're
Door.
don't watch the Gopnik.
So, you thought that was it? There's still one more! Have a good night, folks.
Опа, пидорас, рушит город мой хардбас. Пиво, семки и на бас, весь район боится нас.